Welcome back to Sav&D. When we last left off, our intrepid heroes embarked on a quest to a lighthouse to take care of a wellness visit to an old hobgoblin who lived there. Turned out, though, that he had unearthed an eldritch abomination of a dead elf who had haunted his lighthouse and was dancing him to death because she was lonely. So, being adventurers, you did the reasonable thing and murdered the shit out of her. Or re-murdered her, as the case may be. Having resolved that, you decided to take up a catfolk mage named Leona on a request to escort her to a leper colony that exists off the coast of Evarra, where she wants to study the effects of powerful emotions on the etheric veil. And what better place to do that than a place full of misery and suffering? That sounds like a nice place to take a vacation.
Yeah, why are we doing?
Because
Money?
adventure, also money.
What are we
Also-
getting? What are we getting? Did she tell us?
You never asked.
I can't remember.
God damn it!
Can you guys like fast for 10 minutes? I need 10 minutes.
Sure.
We were doing the recap, so yes. And between sessions, Roll20 absolutely did not implement the ability to display gifts directly in the game. It's not a thing. Nothing changed at all. Also, the UX did not get shittier and start displaying gigantic health bars in other squares. So that's fun.
Or remove overflow.
Oh
Yeah.
God, our health bars are
Yeah, they're
our
in the
bars
wrong
are all
order.
fucked up.
And they're spread out.
Yep.
They can't be moved or crunched down.
I didn't even
And the
notice that.
they no longer overflow either.
Jesus,
Yep.
they don't overflow.
Nope. So you can have 1,000 hit points in your bar and it'll still look like it's just a normal hit point bar.
That's stupid.
Which is great because it means I can hide billions of hit points on a boss.
I mean, we'll notice when it takes damage and the bar doesn't go down.
I mean, is it that you're not doing damage, or is it that it has an overflow health bar?
I guess.
Or maybe it just has temporary hit points.
If anything, it would be kind of nice if like underflow operated, so you could have like a fucking, just like an enrage time, like you hit it to 0, and now it's got 3 rounds of trying to murder you, and being able to keep a nice track of that without making the bar disappear forever. But it's still kind of fucking jank.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. But it's okay though, because now we have badgers. Badgers forever. Welcome to
Fine,
the badger
okay.
dimension. Alright, so we resume with our heroes on the deck of a ship that Tarnavak hasn't translated the name of for you guys, but in Hobgoblin it basically is called, let's see, the Aromatic Mare Desperate for a Male's Embrace.
Is that the name of the ship?
Yes, that is the name of Captain Rorvard's ship in Goblish.
Sorry,
needs
could
to-
you say that again?
He
The
needs to
Aromatic
cut that-
Mare in desperate need of a male's embrace.
He needs to cut that down a bit. That's a.
And that's the closest to the Randy Mare that you can get in Goblish.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah.
The thirsty whore. That's great.
The Thirsty Horse, yes. And so you are about to embark from Port Morgue off to Kadar. It's a 4.5 day trip if all goes well. Are there any last minute preparations you guys would like to make before you set out? Any supplies you need to get, feed for your horse, because while they are feeding you guys, they are not feeding your horse.
I believe we're already stocked up and that kind of shit. You still
Yeah,
got
I
30
think
blueberry made.
We have 30 feed for blueberry.
Yep. And, oh, right. How much for clean water?
They will take care of that for you. No worries.
Yeah, how much for clean water?
I don't know, like half a silver per gallon. If you get in like a big little wooden barrel. Well, not big, but
Okay, can I
wooden
get
barrel.
a fucking barrel, like big old ass barrel filled with gallons and gallons of water? Clean water.
How are you carrying that? I mean, never mind. You're strong as shit, and we have a carriage or wagon.
It's a wang.
Right. So if that's all
Yeah.
the prep you'd need to do, yeah, you can get a bunch of water stowed away with the rest of your shit, just in case, and then
Yeah.
depart. Now, the party has decided to do some downtime during this, and while they do so, some things are going to be changing about them and their situations. So, we'll handle that bit by bit as the journey progresses. So again, it's a 7-day downtime action to level up, and the journey will only take 4.5. So clearly, you'll be spending some time in Kadar once you make landfall. Alright,
And
I'm
what's
actually just getting
250
incredibly
silver?
distracted by this badger. I'm just going to move us over to another page.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's 250 silver, correct?
What? Oh, to level up? I don't know. Do the math. It's in the handout.
It was 210.
Oh, it's 210? Oh, gee.
Yeah, it was most of the money we got from.
For you
Something.
fuckers.
Why?
I mean, no, for all of us, that's most
Yeah.
of the money we got from the Scholar.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got plenty of money left over still, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got like 300 silver apiece, I think.
210.
Yeah.
1, 2, so.
So, you set off for Port Morgue on the mare. Captain Rorvard is at the helm. Leona immediately sequesters herself down below decks and will be rarely seen throughout the rest of the trip. She'll attend meals at the captain's table with you guys and occasionally be seen hurling over the edge of the boat, but otherwise keeps to herself for the most part. You quickly get the feeling this is a crew that's sailed together for quite some time. It's mostly hobgoblins, almost 90%, with a handful of catfolk males thrown in for good measure. There are no female crew members, you'll note, though to Tarnavak that probably seems like a matter of course. And they are happily singing sea shanties and working in concert to get your ship straight on to the path you'll be taking to Kadar, weaving between small islands and eventually out into the sea proper. Now, as you take off, Tarnavak, you're taking a new subclass, one that we haven't seen anybody play in 5e yet in any of our games. So, how do you come about this new fighting style? Is this like how Hobgoblin, the upper crust fight back in your homeland, or what?
I wasn't expecting to have to go into that sort of detail.
Improv.
Yeah. I mean, the Hobgoblin Empire is an empire. It like discipline and rigidity. It's one of the highest virtues for Hobgoblins. So you know, it probably isn't the most common, but for like Hobgoblins of the officer caste, it's like developing into an iron-back discipline and just focusing everything into the swingers of your blade.
So what you're saying is that there is like a samurai class of Hobgoblin society back home?
Not. Yeah. More. Yeah. Essentially.
Nice. Says, just for transparency's sake, Merz is now a samurai,
Yay!
which is one of my favorite fighter subclasses because it's really cool.
Is it?
I think it is.
It synergizes really well with action, so.
Wow, that fighting spirit's pretty good.
Yeah, especially as you get high levels, you end up making like 6 advantaged attacks in one turn.
Woof.
High levels.
Who's this
I'll be-
time?
He does like to tell jokes, doesn't he?
I
mean,
look
that's
forward
really-
to getting that as
Since
my
we just-
like capstone of this entire campaign. I getting to just do one turn where I make many good attacks and flubbing them all because it's me.
It's okay, you can't possibly flub it as bad as the knight from last night. No one can fail that badly ever again.
You know, I always
Savin?
thought.
Hold my beer.
Oh, God.
You know,
Which
I don't-
clubbing? Who clubbed so bad?
You should watch the video that's on top of my YouTube channel right now, which is...
Oh, was it Merzenhammer?
Merzenhammer.
Yeah,
Merzenhammer stuff?
the
Merzen
Merzenhammer
fail.
highlight. It was amazing. I cried.
Okay, no. It cannot fucking beat DC
It
Greater
did.
than the bush.
It
Greater than the
actually
bush.
did.
It is
Greater
greater
than
than the bush.
It's greater than
Holy
the bush.
Shit, what the fuck?
better than the bush.
It's better than the bush.
Holy shit, that's some fight. That's some.
And it
them
didn't
fighting
humiliate
words.
any of the PCs, too. It's great.
Well, I mean, that means it's okay.
Yeah, like I said, them fighting words right there. It's greater than the bush.
It is. It was a real time. And I had a headache when I woke up, and I put it down to laughing.
Yeah, I did as well. Anyway,
Yeah. You guys can just start the game, and I'll be with you in a little bit.
Okay.
okay, Diarrhea CL.
Say
You know,
what?
Nothing. Anyway, so at the end of the second day of your journey, Captain Rorvard invites everybody up to the captain's table for dinner that night, along with Leona. And as beer pours liberally into your cups, would everybody please give me a Constitution saving throw? Nice, Tarnavak!
Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
It
19.
begins.
I don't actually have advantage.
I know.
It
It-
begins.
Oh,
begins.
God.
Oh. Oh.
Well, Ursula.
I'm just let me just fucking, because it.
I'm holding your beer, Merz, and it's pouring over.
So it begins.
So-
Literally the first roll, double nat 1. 2 nat 1.
and 2 wasted
Oh,
crits
God.
immediately after.
2 wasted crits.
Okay, so is it? I have advantage on this because if it's poison or anything like that.
Yes, it is.
Ah,
Nice. Okay, so everyone except Ursula and Hashat ends up getting totally shit-faced drunk, along with the captain, who insists on congratulating you on dispatching this foul beast you've found back in the lighthouse and saving his friend. And before long, everybody is in their cups, and Tarnavak has vomited all over himself and just passes out at the table.
Aw, Tarnavak.
I guess I shall make a save for Leona as well, because she is here. Nice.
nice.
Okay. So, the people who are still present of mind enough to answer, as you are starting to get a little tipsy, Leona will say, "Where I come from, it's customary to begin a new journey by reading the group's fortunes together, to see what lies ahead on our paths. Would you care to join me in this venture?
I feel like we've had our fortunes told already.
You have. But some of you have cashed those in, and some of you, like DCL, will never be able to cash those in.
I
I
don't
can't remember what mine was. I don't think I was
Nice.
able to.
No, yours was meeting with the divine.
Oh, right.
Did
No,
I
I
s-
did cash that in. Never mind then.
Let's see, did I spend mine or?
What the fuck was mine? I can.
I don't know. You
Thinking
guys should write
back.
the shit down. It's free advance.
I
It's free
think
Yeah, I know.
inspiration.
I think yeah, but that's the thing. I think I already used it up.
Give me last
I-
time to just make sure my cooking's going okay.
Yeah, sure. You know what?
Okay.
Read my fortune. I want my fortune told.
All right, it's fortune time, everybody. Let me get my Turk deck. Show.
Just the point. Busy helping as well before getting red. Just helping all the shift-faced ones here. Have some nice clean water. Knew something would happen. So there's some fresh, clean water.
What are you talking
Ain't
about? They're
this
just
Tarnavak?
they're just drinking too much. Tarnavak could use a cleaning though. He's messy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like double that one. It's just not shit-faced.
Oop.
It's
Alright.
it's just fucking gone.
He's gone.
So,
Yeah, so
speaking of Tarnavak, Merz, here's your new fortune.
I get one?
Yeah, everyone gets one.
We just like grab your hand and pull a card out for you with your hand and just lay it down.
That's
In
how
fact,
you
that's
got
exactly
it.
that's what I'll do. Actually, I'll do that. Yeah.
Alright, let me see. Where's my fortune telling? Here we go. So that's the 3 of... what the fuck? Coins. So, the trader. The Court of Coins represents lucre, the chance for great wealth on the horizon. When you complete a quest and receive a monetary reward, gain inspiration. Convenient.
Literally just free inspiration. Okay.
Once
I
you complete
keep
a
getting
quest
the
and get
easy
money.
ones.
Alright, and this one for Ursula. Boop. Get in there. Hey, it's the same thing.
The beggar.
Yes, but it's also the Court of Coins.
Oh,
means you too.
okay. So it's
We-
not the actual card; it's the court. It's like the
for
suit.
the 1 to 9 cards, yes. Obviously,
Oh.
the major arcana do in fact have unique, more powerful effects.
Oh.
cool. So I get the inspiration when we get paid.
And Leona
Oh.
will giggle and say, "Well, that makes sense for mercenaries. Let's see, and for the Salamander, we have... Ooh, the Illusionist.
Ooh, what does that mean?
See, that is the 7 of Stars. The Court of Stars represents the influence of magic upon you, often unwanted. When you hold this card and fail a saving throw against a spell, gain inspiration.
Bah, I cannot wait to cash this one in.
And for Szooth, the Druid, the 5 of Glyphs. The Court of Glyphs represents the Eye of the Divine turning upon you. Your mortal quest will soon earn the attention of a higher power. When you hold this card and speak with an agent or aspect of the waking gods, gain inspiration. And lastly, for Hashat. Ooh, the 7 of Swords. The Court of Swords represents the inevitability of violence, the way it dominates and pervades all life. When you hold this card and defeat all enemies in a combat encounter, gain inspiration.
Cool.
I do not like the fact that it says the Leviathan. When you complete
Yeah, thanks for the information. Thanks for the info, Leviathan.
And he just sits up on the edge of the board, peeking in like, see, this is your card, and this is your card. It's like,
don't mind the Australia-sized dinosaur floating around.
Like I like the idea of this landmass-sized like creature that is actually just a big placid whale.
Dude, imagine if it was fucking sentient and I was actually just going between places and trading. Just had this trade hub on its fucking back.
Elder Wild Ending Dragon goes into trade mercantile.
I bring good ideas to the table.
So, those of you who failed your Constitution saving throws will wind up very, very sick the next day. You're not sure if it's something you ate, or a hangover, or all of the above plus seasickness. But you are righteously fucked up the next day. Yeah, and Nahia's immediately like, no. Boop.
This time, sadly, I'm not going to use all my lay on hands healing people, because last time I did that, we immediately got in a fight, and I was like, wow, shit, I wish I had any points on lay on hands right now. Sorry.
Don't worry, just I drag and make sure that Tarnavak can actually stand, and Szooth is just being swaddled like in a papoose.
just shitting himself like a water faucet.
What are the conditions again?
When you hold this card and speak with an agent or aspect...
Not that.
Oh.
There's the sickness condition.
Oh, poison. You just have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
And that's you for the rest of the voyage. Puking yo guts up. Speaking of immediately after you burn your lay on hands, though, Nahia, as you're communing with Mithras to remove this illness from your body, you hear a bell ringing on deck. Ding, 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 and a commotion up topside.
It is always this way.
Yeah, so do you end up, like, getting your armor on and going out to see what's up? Alright.
Armor on.
So, as soon as you're opening your door, you bump directly into a hobgoblin sailor who's about to knock on it, and he stares up at you in alarm for a moment before adjusting his scarf and saying, excuse me, miss, Captain wants you topside. Something for the priestess, he said. And a moment later, when you join Captain Rorvard on the deck, he is standing behind the wheel looking through a extremely large spyglass, and he'll motion you, Nahia, over and say, we spotted something. Take a gander. And when you do, you see he directs your gaze towards what at first seems like a great black cloud approaching you, but as it resolves in your vision, you see that it is instead a huge flock of crows circling the beach of a small island nearby. And on that beach you see a great mass of bloody viscera surrounding a pair of whales that appear to have beached themselves. They're either dead or very near to it. And the captain turns to you and says, well, I don't know about you, but my ma always told me whales were smarter than people, so might be the priestess of life wants to say a prayer for him on the beach. We're going by it anyway. Scout?
Well, it has never been that I've said a prayer for a whale before, and indeed I've spent a lot of time at sea, but I'm happy to do as much. No, take up a stance.
Alright, so maybe an hour later, the ship is passing by this island, and the captain will tell the crew to bring up the sails, stop yourselves. And yeah, you're maybe a stone's throw from the beach and able to see that, yeah, these whales died some time ago, but they appear to be covered in something. It's hard to say what from this distance. Looks like reeds or vines, maybe?
Hmm.
Wait,
Okay then.
if we're a stone throw away, why not just use the spyglass to just look closer?
I am.
And like they're covered in vines or something. You can't see exactly what they are, but
Okay then. It looks like vines or perhaps seaweed. No, brown and
that's strange. Shouldn't be anyone living on this island.
well, let us take a look just in case.
You want the rowboat?
I can do this.
So the captain will lower the rowboat and send you on with a couple of sailors. Does anyone else in the party want to go?
Man, I ain't getting off of this boat unless it's on the dry.
And that is
Yeah,
exactly
we're
where
all
this boat
going.
is going.
But to a small bit of dry land.
It is, try that. I tied the cork to you.
You know,
Get the
this
cork
is-
on.
Oh, do I fucking have to?
Yes.
No, you don't have to.
Oh,
There's the thought.
Maybe you can find a pet rock.
Oh, rock senpai.
I'll shake my hammer. I have a pet rock already. It's right here. I hit people with it.
His name is Hammer Time, and he likes to fuck. Wait a second.
Whoa. Brought a jar of dirt. DCL, you found a bunch of whales that have beached themselves on a small island and appear to be rotting under a coven of ravens circling them.
Well, if the party's going, I'll go too. I'm not gonna. I actually do have something to do on that. I thought of something.
Excellent. It is appreciated, especially in a time where there are, the hateful undead waiting for us in these various instances.
God, an undead whale would be horrifying.
Yeah, dude. Because they don't have fucking teeth. So they would just be gumming you with their massive, massive bony jaws.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Yeah.
I mean, some whales do have teeth.
Yeah, but they're not
What
the
kind
ones
of
that
whales
would
are
serve.
these?
They look like giant penguins with huge, almost beak-like protrusions for mouths and great big flippers. They look kind of like these. Doot.
What's the name? Most, like, sperm whales have teeth. Oh. That looks like an evil son of a bitch.
No,
Yeah.
he's precious.
Dude, a fucking crocodile can be precious, but it's still an evil son of a bitch.
Alright. So, everyone piles onto the rowboat and sets sail towards this little island.
Come on, Tarnavak, we need to get you to some stable land as well. Yeah. Just for a few minutes, it'll calm your nerves.
You are looking a lot greener around the gills than expected. Tell you what, if terrible things do not jump out and attack us, thus requiring my divine might, I will make sure to cure that. But last time I cured someone of their incessant shits, it then became fine. Of course, you are the picture of health.
You know, it's supposed to be like orange.
You're very green.
I think you're actually becoming a goblin.
Tarnavak, you know, at least in the Hobgoblin Empire, that's an incredibly serious insult.
Don't worry, he's too hungover to notice the racism.
And that's not even racism. Like, even amongst hobgoblins, like calling each other just a normal petty goblin is.
They can't go,
serious shit.
what up, my goblins? It's not their word.
What up, my gobbles? No, but seriously, I have no idea what's the hobgoblin culture is. So like,
I'll say in Goblin, pure steady.
Nice.
Way to bring it to
he
us.
just looks at you like, puts a water skin next to you. There, drink. You seriously need it. You sound powerful. Gets on the boat.
Take it.
Alright. So everyone's getting on the boat. You sail up there. And immediately, when you get near the beach, you are assailed by the horrid stench of rot and disease. And Tarnavak just immediately blows chunks off the side of the boat. Probably so does anyone else who failed their con save and is still sickened at all, e.g. Szooth. But you do manage to beach yourselves between these huge carcasses, which now you can see are covered in these thin, wiry blue vines that are just running all over their bodies.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. My brain goes like, nothing. Not
It's
to,
the Japanese.
Not to this
Not this
shit
shit
again.
again.
So yeah, what are you doing as you land the boat?
Yeah, for one thing, if it's exactly what I think it is, there's two people that are, there's three people that will be affected by this.
I don't know what you're. I don't know. I have no idea what this.
Kinathis,
What?
do you have any recollection of a blue vine-like plant from earlier campaigns?
Oh, you mean Magebane?
Yeah, this sounds very much like Magebane to me as
Magebane.
well.
Mm.
You know this
Don't
shit
think it-
that
I
Becky
don't-
used for her bombs all the
Yeah,
fucking time?
I know what it is. I don't think it's. Was it blue?
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
blue
Yes,
vines.
it was blue.
I mean, Magebane's a common substance. Any of you could
Is it?
theoretically
Yeah.
know about it. And it's just a plant. Also, yeah, this is OC.
I mean, I'm going to get a sack and start collecting a bunch of rocks from the.
Cool story. Hashat, would you
Need
please
to-
make a Constitution saving throw? Alright. You very quickly begin to get a pretty serious headache as you disembark and move up onto the beach. And you start itching and sneezing and your eyes start watering, but you aren't impaired in any way. It's just like you're having an allergic reaction to something.
You okay there?
It feels like I'm back on. It feels like I didn't get off that boat at all. Oh, earth under my feet, please give me strength to.
I'm just looking at what the hell people are doing.
It looks
This
like everyone's
doesn't
standing
look-
around.
Yeah, I'll exit onto the boat.
Alright, Nahia, I will need a Constitution save from you. And,
Duh.
yeah, you also recognize that this shit's Magebane.
Huh?
And you suffer an allergic reaction, but no impairments from it.
Okay, yes or no? Ursula doesn't know what the fuck mage bed is, so she's just examining what the hell this is on the whales.
Yeah, it's this like very fine, thin blue vine, not much larger than like your blood vessels, really, your main veins, anyway.
No, but here's the question: how is it on the whale itself? Is it like
Looks like someone
attached?
like put it there. It's just like a coat over the whales.
A coat over it, so it's
Yeah.
not like attached to it or parasitic.
No,
or
it's
anything?
not. It's not attached. It's not parasitizing.
Like a net, you mean?
Almost like a net. Yeah, that's a
Well,
reasonable comparison.
Like a net made out of mage bane.
Now, obviously, logic dictates that this could not physically be a net for whales because it's too small and too weak. They'd just destroy it. But it resembles a net. It's a sort of lattice that's been placed over them. Yes.
And that's a really
Is
good
it-
idea.
Perhaps
Wait.
it is to stop them coming back as zombies.
Or perhaps it's to keep other things that are magic animals away.
Perhaps.
If this mage bane is bad for mages, that means it's bad for magic, right?
Yeah.
So magical beasts wouldn't want to come near things like this.
I guess so. If there is a dolphin out there who happens to be a spellcaster, it is
I
not
think we
touching
need
this
to
whale.
leave. I think we need to leave really freaking fast.
Well, give it just a moment. Does the whale look like it was eaten by an animal?
No. It's been pecked at by the crows a little bit, but it hasn't been like munched on at all. You're not sure
Does
why
it have
it
any
died.
wounds?
Does it have any what?
Wounds? Or
Nothing
Broken
serious. No, they both have plenty of scars all over their bodies. Like they're fairly old animals, but no huge gaping wounds that haven't just been like opened by rot.
Well, perhaps then they are a source of sickness and we should indeed back up.
Hmm.
I'm not an investigator. It is not exactly something I would know about.
no, given that you people are wiggles the finger magic stuff makers there, I think we should go.
Bah. This place is making me a
This
little
is-
bit itchy.
So
Yeah, this is
Nahia.
giving me a bad feeling.
as you like take a step backward, you hear a crunch and a squawk under your foot, and you look down, and there's one of these carrion birds, a huge raven, just splayed out on the ground behind you, looking up at you with big black eyes, and it looks like you just stepped on its wing, but it's been lying there for some time. It
Oh, boy.
gurgles at you.
I will lift my foot away and turn around and, you know what, fuck it. I'll give it a little one health boop on hands.
It ejects some blood and viscera from its mouth and hops back onto its 2 feet and blinks, looks around.
You should be like, careful, little bird.
It immediately takes wing and flies up, where you can see it is like twice the size of any of the other crows flying around the island. It just disappears out of sight into the crowd.
Well, good luck, little bird. Do not eat terrible cursed whale shit, or get stepped on by salamanders.
Yeah,
As you say that, like a big drop of some other crow's poop just bloop lands right beside you.
You're very funny.
okay. Now they're getting angry. Crows are smart. If they don't like you, they will show it. So,
Well,
If they don't like you, they will
going.
shit on you.
oh yeah, they're stupidly
I know.
fucking smart.
Oh, I know.
Yes,
Back
let
in
us
the
get
boat.
away from here.
So just chucks Tarnavak back in the boat. There you go. I'm gonna go back. Go.
My blade, I should have used Cure Wounds so that I could cure poison on Tarnavak. Oh well.
No.
Sorry, I'm at 4 points of play on that.
Fuck you, Tarnavak.
Sorry. I'm just slightly not powerful enough to fix that up. I'm sorry, because you're going to have the worst shits for a while longer.
For
After a
Tarnavak.
After
really-
8 hours,
yeah.
don't worry.
Needs to work on his immune system. Alright, so you guys sail back to the boat. And the captain welcomes you up. Helps you. Nice. The captain helps you guys
Punished Tarnavak.
back up onto the deck and says, "Well, what was it?"
A bunch of whales were wrapped up in like a net made of mage bane. We could see no obvious signs of what killed them.
Huh.
But as you might expect, nets made of mage bane make people with the ability to cast magic a little bit itchy.
Mage vein, you say? Not the
Yeah.
first time I've seen something like that. He'll spit off the side of the boat. Yeah, Leviathan's vomit. Well,
The Leviathan vomits mage bane.
or shits it.
Ah,
One of the two.
well,
Every
Right.
so often you hear stories of folk finding big clumps of dead things covered in the stuff, floating at sea or washed up.
eh,
Last time it was a clump of sailors, maybe 20 or more, bound up in a net. Horrible stuff.
nah, very much horrible.
Is that what was making
Isn't
me feel so
Mage
gross?
Bane-
Nah.
Isn't Mage Bane like like earth, like land plant?
Well, it's supposed to be. Tell that to the Leviathan. Maybe he grows it in
No?
his spare time.
I would
No,
rather
little
not
gardener.
be face to face with a giant Leviathan in his own
Well,
home turf. It's a bad thing.
I don't know why anyone would make a fishing net out of it. I mean, I once knew a guy who made a set of. I once knew someone in my mercenary group, old mercenary group, who made a set of weighted bolas tied together with Mage Bane to throw at a wizard one. It was pretty
That sounds
fun.
rather useful. Admittedly, it would mean having to carry around the mage bane on your person.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that anymore.
Like, scratch my arm and a few, like, just scales flake off. Nah, itchy.
The captain will grin at you and say, I see. Maybe you need someone to oil those scales for you, huh?
I'm afraid you're neither tall enough or vagina enough to make tastes.
Oh. He'll slap you on the back and give a big belly laugh as he trundles off.
I like that guy.
And so the journey continues. Szooth. BCL, you here? Ready to go? Alright. Szooth, what are you doing during this week of downtime that's enabling you to get some new powers, let's say? How's this happening? Where the hell did you get a new owl?
Found it in the
Owl
owl
perch?
store. Owl store.
Shovel, my new
Shovel.
shovel.
Dope.
Alright, so it's sometime before the party embarked on their trip. An owl perched on Szooth's shoulder and hasn't really left the ship since.
Well, like your owl.
The owl hoots at you.
Hoot. Of course he winks. Look at that face.
Yes, let us all quickly remind ourselves that Shovel has the cutest fucking
Winky face.
token art. Look at that motherfucker, it's so cute.
The wink.
Winky owl. Alright, so Szooth has been communing with Shovel, and in so doing has gained mystical powers, and has become an arcane trickster. And speaking of people who are communing with things to gain new powers, Ursula, I hear you've been creating some sort of totem for yourself. What's that all about?
Yes. It's a small little doll of herself.
So you're not making like a bear totem, you just make like a little voodoo doll of yourself?
Yeah, you know, like
Nice.
one of those super deformed, like Funko Pop dolls level of things, just because she's not exactly the best at creating stuff, so it's the head is a little too big, the arms a little bit too stumpy, the body's a bit too round,
Aww.
so it's like a little teddy bear Ursula doll she makes.
So what's it like when you commune with this thing and you start to find yourself with strange new powers during this boat ride?
Well, I just think back on all the fucking times I got hit with stupid ass fucking magic, and it just really, really hurt. And it just made me angry because it really, really fucking hurt. And she goes, she doesn't hate magic, she just hates that it fucking hurts.
Not anymore.
So she just gets, yeah, now she gets angry. And because of that, her own little ears becomes slightly bigger, her tail as well, and becomes slightly poofier, and her hair becomes fuller.
Nice. You've taken on the aspects of the bear for your barbarian totem.
Yes.
Alright.
So what a surprise. What a surprise.
Shocking. And so, a couple of days after dealing with Beached Whale Island, the ship arrives at Kadar, a small little port village that is barely on the map if it weren't for the huge Cathedral of Mithras you can see dominating the horizon beyond a lake. You disembark, some of you more thankful for that than others, as the captain gives each of you a hearty handshake and says, well, I hear you're looking for a friend here, so I won't keep you, but if you find you've got another destination in mind in the next few days, well, we'll be staying here to restock on fresh water and other supplies before we move on to Evarra.
That is most appreciated. It has been a pleasure traveling with you. And may they remain safe for yourself as well, should we not meet again.
And he will say something to you in Goblish that Tarnavak would recognize as a blessing of Agaresh. He'll clap both your shoulders and then start shouting at his crewmen to start unloading some of their cargo. And yeah, a few catfolk villagers are watching this band of weirdos disembark the ship with curiosity and fear. You can see these catfolk are sort of browner skinned and more long haired than the folk from Anderland. And they tend to be a little bit larger and stockier of build as well, like they might have more Amazon in them perhaps, or more Hobgoblin. And indeed, I think Tarnavak will immediately notice that yeah, you see not just some browns, but also some greens and reds in their complexion as well. This is nothing new for you, of course, having lived and seen the effects of the Imperial breeding pits for their slaves, but for the rest of the party, seeing people with so much Hobgoblin in their ancestry is a little unusual.
Fair enough.
But they do not stop you from entering the town and finding your way to the local inn, just a small place near the dock with a few rooms upstairs for weary sailors with a bit of extra cash to burn. And it is here that you can finish your downtime by recuperating from your sickening trip. And let's see, Hashat. You've barely passed beyond the wooden docks before you feel something shift in your hammer. Like it grows a little bit heavier, and before you know what's happening, it just falls out of your hand and thump, goes head first into the earth and just sits there.
Did it bury itself?
Yeah, it's like stuck an inch deep in the dirt.
I will get down on my hands and I will get down on my knees and like just hold the hammer by like its shaft and like give it pet it. There. I know. I understand. I'm glad to be on dry land again.
Alright, so you try and pick it up, but it won't budge this time. It's stuck in there good.
Hmm.
And yet you feel a little bit more power coming from it than before. Something that perhaps you could attune to.
Oh.
Because you've unlocked a secret of the Stone's
Shit,
Embrace.
I did. Oh, good God, I did. Oh God. Okay. Oh.
Congratulations, your shit is more magic now.
Why don't you guys go on without me? I think the little guy here needs some time to reacquaint
You
itself
need
with the
some
ground
alone
from being
time
on.
with your hammer?
Yeah, it's been at sea for so long. We've been so far away from the earth. It's from the true earth, and it's
Huh.
Yeah. Don't
Fair
worry.
enough.
We'll let you polish your hammer in peace.
Indeed. Would you like some essential oils? I have some Mithran kind.
that would be nice.
Like, I hand you a bottle of Mithran massage oil.
I'll just stow that away for later. I've got some nice mineral oil that I like to use on the hammer.
Alright, so yeah, I guess that's your attunement process of the hammer, is you start like oiling it up and just trying to like coax it out of the earth.
Yes.
Awesome.
So
Yeah,
I massaged it out of the ground.
after like an hour, you finally manage to pick it up again, and it feels much heavier than before, like it's more attuned to the earth, and yet you find you have no trouble swinging it around with the same alacrity as before.
I'll give it a hug. I'm like, that's a good hammer. There. We'll try not to get on the boat again too soon.
You okay there, DCL? Alright, cool story. So yeah, you make your way into the town, get yourselves a place to rest for the night. Everyone goes to sleep, except for Nahia. You find yourself laying in your bed for a long while. For whatever reason, what you saw on that island just haunts your vision tonight. Seeing those poor whales rotting there on the beach. And all of a sudden, you hear a voice in your head. A strange, lyrical, almost song-like woman's voice that says, "Well now, what have we here? A servant of life who yet has seen more spirits than one pass on to the grave."
But of course, I've worked in the work of the gods for a long time, but my application of talents is mostly in the hitting things with a stick.
Yes, so it has been. And yet, many of those things have been the undead. An elven ambassadrix put back in her grave. A ghost of a princess returned to the earth. Her retinue dispersed. Now you've seen spirits lingering on an island, rotting away without anyone to guide them on. Do you feel that's justice? To see the spirits of the dead lingering in this world and suffering?
Of course I do not think it is justice to see people linger. It is an unpleasant fate. It is a curse. Indeed, as much as life and birth is important, I've always believed that there is a thing to it. I mean, paladins would not be quite so good at killing things that are supposed to stay dead if this were not the case.
Well said. Well said. Then tell me, little paladin.
Little.
You can almost feel a smile in this voice, though you can't see its source, whatever it might be. What would you say to continuing this line of work, putting these wayward spirits back where they belong, shuffling them off this mortal coil and back into the embrace of the Aether?
I mean, you're asking me to do something that I have always been prepared to do. You'll find no complaints from me here. If you're some kind of old god with, like, promises of power, I mean, I must make you aware that I'm obviously a Paladin of Mithras. I do not know how she feels about, extra deals.
Neither do I. Yet I would offer you power in exchange for your continued ardor in this matter, your zeal in removing the undead. For that is my domain. And as this voice says that, you see in the corner of your eye a blur of motion in your windowsill, and there's that raven. The same raven, you're sure. It's got a little scar on one wing, but it's also got a strange little bit of silver wrapped around its head now. And it looks at you with its big black eyes and just cocks its head 45 degrees.
Huh. A little bird.
Hello.
Oh, no, that did not expect.
You don't see its mouth move at all, but yeah, it just says hello to you.
I was always told that they were intelligent birds.
The most intelligent. At least as far as I'm concerned.
Well, considering no other bird has spoken to me before, I suppose you have made the point. That said, I must also make sure that I have not been snuck anything that I've not been meant to consume. Pinch my arm.
And yeah, as soon as you pinch your arm, you just shoot up straight awake and look around.
Ah, Bled, that was an interesting dream. I'd rather cock that up.
Yeah. The raven that's been sitting in your lap all night just looks up at you, as if to agree.
Well, damn. Did not see you get in here.
Caw!
And sort of pause. I should not eat so much cheese before bedtime.
Caw?
Do not worry, little bird. And I'll just, I don't know. I'll just leave it there. I'll, like, lean over the side of my bed and grab a pouch of something and see if I've got some jerky.
Alright, as soon as you start, like, rustling your food, the raven starts doing that little thing where it just bounces in place. Like, oh yeah, motherfucking breadcrumbs.
Motherfucking seeds!
Yeah, and you feed it a little bit, and yet when you get out of bed, and no matter how fast you move, it just sort of sits there. It'll bounce out of the way or fly up to sit on a perch somewhere, but it doesn't seem interested in leaving.
Well, welcome to the team, little bird.
Caw!
and Szooth thought he was special for having one. Admittedly, his is an owl. I hear they're also smart, but now I've got reason to believe you're the smarter one. Of course. I'll take this new development in stride.
Yeah, I too take the strange parasitism of small animals to my body in stride. You know, it's fine. It's a new family member. It's what you do.
Excellent. I will have to go about thinking on name for you, unless you already have one. In which case I will have to wait for some kind of dream for you to tell me again.
Aww.
Assuming that I'm not just insane.
It bounces.
Excellent. I'm probably insane, but whatever.
And so yeah, when Nahia comes down the next day, I think Leona's the first one to say, Nahia, you've found a new friend.
Yeah, this bird was on that island with the, the whales and the magebane. And apparently it is a smart bird because it wanted to hang around. I see no reason to say no to the bird.
Well, 2 new familiars in as many days. How interesting.
No familiar? No, this is just a bird.
She'll kind of side-eye you for a second. Right, of course. My apologies.
Please, I'm a paladin. We'll never learn how to get familiars. Well, apart from some, actually. They tend to get the magical steeds, but I'm afraid my bird friend here is a little bit too small. I would crush him. I do not intend to crush you, bird. But I would if I tried to ride on you. I'm very big.
Well, he does seem intelligent.
Duh, I heard that they are the most intelligent. I feel bad for Shovel now.
Shovel just sort of slow blinks at the raven.
That's right, you have a new bird friend now. Get along, eat many seeds together.
So, as you settle in for breakfast, what is you guys' plan for the next, 3 days or so as you finish out your downtime? You have the Trail of Cast to pick up, and anything else you'd like to do?
Let's see here. I mean, the gather information thing's like 3 days, right?
Yep, though you can't do that at the same time you are leveling up.
Right. Then I will ask the old-fashioned way. Has anyone seen a cute little catboy?
I mean, depends on who you ask. Why? Everyone thinks their neighbor's cute.
Oh, of course, but, I mean specifically ones that turn up at the bar and start parties.
Well, I mean, one in a fancy blue and white coat and sandy blonde hair and some big green. Describe.
Oh yeah, as soon as you start describing Cass, the villagers are immediately like, oh yeah, we remember him.
Oh yeah?
So I think at this point you're talking to a farmer who's coming through town to drop off some of his wares at the inn, and he'll say, oh yeah, there was the reading of a will here a few days ago for old Master Rajid. That Catboy and a few others were here as well. Noble folk, I gathered. He'll lean in conspiratorially and say, I heard even Triarch Arvord from Evarra was here. You have no idea who that is.
Oh.
I can try a check and see if maybe I do.
Sure.
No, you're right. I've never heard of this guy.
Nope.
I'll just nod. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Anyway, there's a big kerfluffle in the church, and some of the guards died, and there are monsters and everything, and a couple of noble folk ran out of the town on horseback, and a couple more, died, and anyway, the blonde boy, I saw him running out of town with a couple others, heading towards Evarra.
Goodness.
Well, at least he is okay. This is pretty terrible news.
How long ago was this?
Couple weeks, I'd say.
Right.
We weren't gone for like it hasn't been a couple weeks since we
No,
departed.
it hasn't been a couple of weeks.
It's been like
Let's see.
it's been
So you guys were 4 days down, or 4 days to and from Sanctum, then a week to get here. Or
I
sorry,
guess it has been 2 weeks.
yeah, it hasn't been quite 2 weeks.
Hey.
It's been like 9 days. So
Nice.
yeah, it rounds up.
Yeah, it's been like 4 days there and then 4.5 days over, so like a little over a week ago. And don't forget, Cass took fucking time to get from one place to the other as well.
Hmm.
So it's a week ago.
Whatever. That many day ago.
That many day. Sounds about right. All right.
Yeah, it sounds like that many.
So I went to Evarra, so we gotta go to Evarra. So I guess we gotta head down there. Right.
Maybe.
So any of these monsters still around?
No, they were infesting the west part of town for a couple days till some Mithran paladins came down and slaughtered them.
Ah, good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that they've been working in the ways of, well, smashing undead.
Lucky to have them. Speaking of which, I've got some turnips to deliver up there. He will heft up a sack of coin from the bar's owner and bid you all farewell.
Tell you what, if you're spending a couple of days up there, how does it work out if I want to go and visit before everything is done and do the rest of my downtime there?
You can, no problem.
So, would you be opposed if I were to travel with you? I can assure you that if any dangerous, deadly spookers turn up, I will be happy to hit them with a stick.
Sure. I hope no spookers show up on the lake, though. That'd be a terrible place to find them.
This is true, but, well, always better safe than sorry. If it turns out that there is no danger and my services are not required, I'm happy to pay for the travel.
Ah, nonsense. Just a short boat ride across the lake. My pleasure.
No, much appreciated.
And so, yeah, while you guys are hanging out here, Nahia gets on a little boat, crosses the lake to the Temple of Mithras, which is this massive, like, Gothic cathedral situated on the top of a small, like, mountain.
So help me, I'm gonna
So
buy
what's your
new
saying after
panties!
Yes, you are. In fact, like, you know full well by now in your, many years of service to the goddess that there is, like, a prepackaged bundle that they hand out to new clerics and paladins and also to any of their members who have been, like, ambushed on the road or robbed or whatever. That's just like, here's some very nice clothing, here's a new holy symbol. Like, they have this shit prepared for their paladins and clerics who
Of
come
course,
through.
emergency bondage kit.
Yes. I mean, not quite, but
Well, that is for people of the higher mysteries of the faith.
yeah, they're the ones who get the leather and the whips.
Of course.
You, however, will just get some nice quality undergarments.
It's starting to sound like the Scientology of banging.
I mean,
Of course, if you progress deeper enough into the mysteries, then you unlock new sexual techniques.
I mean, hey, your gods are even aliens, so I mean, whatever. It all works out.
Well, shit.
Congratulations, you're now Scientology.
It is
Kalir
like
R.
boner
Hubbard.
Scientology.
But anyway, yes, you will be taken into this massive cathedral where you'll have the chance to meet a milfy blonde catwoman by the name of Mother Layla, who is in charge of this particular cathedral at the time. And she's more than happy to just free of charge outfit you with some nice new clothing, as you do. But as you are re-equipping yourself, she will ask you to come up to her office, where she'll pose you a question, if you wouldn't mind answering.
Well, now this is a question that I have probably been posed a number of times, but color me interested.
She'll grin at that and say, well, perhaps later, but for now, something was stolen from the temple about a month
Wait a
ago.
Let me stop you for a second. This thing that was stolen, it wouldn't happen to have been a particularly famous old holy symbol, of which no major powers recognized, but rather still ritualistically and spiritually relevant?
That's oddly specifically accurate, yes.
Well, let me tell you about the little journey I went on first then, and maybe I'll be able to help you out.
Alright, so yeah, you guys can cross information over, and she'll explain that the item that was stolen was called St. Yona's Diadem, which was one of many relics, stored here in the temple. One that was not considered to be particularly powerful, but it was of symbolic value to the temple. It was laid here by its founder many years ago, a martyr against the Hobgoblin Empire, and now it's gone. Stolen without a trace. No one was hurt in the robbery. There was no trace whatsoever. Just gone.
Oh, well, Blit. I at least know of one of the Forge Fathers, also quite curvaceous, tall, and scary salamanders. That's just probably looking into missing holy relics. If you should see them, then, well, I can at least assure that they mean well.
So this thief of yours, he stole something from the Temple of the Forge Father and then left.
Da.
And your salamander friend had no idea where he might be heading.
This is correct. I believe that she's went off in an entirely different direction to the one we left in. It seemed unlikely they would make straight for port, but it sounds an awful lot like they're, well, otherwise inclined if it's the same person. Otherwise, it's quite the stretch of days. When did this stealing happen?
Almost a month ago.
Oh, well, then it's possible he struck here first before coming down.
She'll nod. It seems likely. Still, I will write to the other temples in the region, make sure that they redouble their security in light of this theft, if it is indeed a serial thief.
Indeed. Although now I'm curious what such thievery would entail. It seems rather over the top, just for some kind of, religion attempt.
I can only assume he means some nefarious purpose, or perhaps if we're lucky he just means to melt them down for residium.
But surely there are far more valuable artifacts that they had access to if he were stealing from this.
True, though. She'll think for a moment. More powerful artifacts are easier to track. If he'd stolen, say, a legendary item from our reliquary, we would be able to scry it out, but a minor relic, harder to find.
But only the one, yes?
Only the one from us.
Indeed. I mean, they seem to do the exact same job, admittedly, for different temples. I wonder if that is the core part of the significance for some kind of ritual. Admittedly, I'm merely guessing at this point, but it's hard to say.
Indeed, hard to say without more evidence, but thank you for your insights, Nahia. They are most appreciated.
No, it is my pleasure, and should I find this person, I will be sure to bring everything back.
She will bow her head. We would be much in your debt if you could.
No, please, it would be no debt. I mean, this is obviously some bad news, and I'm always more than happy to, well, do some religious justice.
Caw!
Also meet my bird. I have not yet picked name for him.
Hello, bird. She will feed him a seed. Like a little sunflower seed from a bowl on her desk.
It is a good choice. I'm surprised Henry was onto like the classic aphrodisiac foods. It's like clams and all that kind of stuff.
Oh no, that's all downstairs where they have this huge like open chamber that's just non-stop temple girls everywhere.
Yeah, right. It's red wine, dark chocolate, and seafood. All the boning.
Speaking of which, Of course, you know it is traditional for Mithran clergy to, if they are spending time at a temple, to make themselves available for members of the congregation. It's not necessarily required.
It is a hard habit to get into, I have found. Some very few people do it for me, at least sexually speaking.
That is too
I
bad.
shrug helplessly. If any of the clergy that turn up should happen to be, well, tall and terrifying and powerful and, well, feminine, then I'm happy to help out.
Alright, so you will not be serving the masses here.
No, it is generally not in our taste.
Well,
It was
that's
a great
shame.
source of consternation during her times training as a paladin in the first place. They very much expected her to bone all the time.
What a terrible request of a young hormonal woman.
Of course, but at the time there also happened to be this very rather large, tall, towering, impressive hormonal woman. Never mind.
Somewhere, Nahia just gets a little flushed and fans herself off. Anyway.
Oh my, I'm getting all a bonery again.
Slick. So, does anyone else have anything they'd like to do during the next couple of days while you are hanging out in Kadar and resting and recovering?
Well, get some anti-poison shit. That would be fucking nice because apparently people can't handle it.
Get some herbal remedies for seasickness.
Antitoxins.
Antitoxin.
And
Yeah,
a big
you guys
tub
can.
of Tums.
You guys can indeed buy antitoxins if you want. Szooth can make them. They cost as much as a healing potion,
Ooh.
but they give you advantage
Sweet.
on tests to resist poison and sickness.
And sickness, you say?
Yep. Though not any sort of magical sickness.
Only the kind of sickness that you can get down with.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wah! Alright. So, once the party has finished leveling up, what is the plan?
I'll leave that party, I do not mind. What do you guys want to do? There's the mystery of Cass.
I mean, that is why we came here, right?
Well, there's also the job of the Leper Isle
Oh,
that
yeah.
we were asked
right.
about as well.
Well, I mean, we could probably get a boat from Evarra to the colony. It's much shorter.
Yeah, it's literally on the way there, so...
Here in town, Tarnavak? No. This is shitty Podunk Town. However, you are going to a place, it seems, where you can buy basically anything.
So did you actually go to the temple?
Ah,
So how was the temple?
it was very nice. I've managed to get my hands on some fresh, well, supplies. And I'll show off a bag. And it's got the customary sexy underwear. It's got some lubricants.
A little
some
birth control,
aphrodisiacs
you
in
know.
there.
Hmm.
I would they put birth control in there.
Because sometimes it's important.
Oh, okay, that's a fair point. And also this cream
No,
is
I
welcome to
always-
get the rash.
Wow. Well, I always heard those temples of Mithras were fun places.
Of course, I heartily recommend it. Do I remember seeing any elves that worked there?
Oh no, it was like 99% catfolk and then like 1% hobgoblin girls.
Yeah. I will apologize though, I saw no Mithran elves, if that was what you were hoping for.
Well, that is a shame, but I mean, I'm not that. I'm not that exclusive and
Of course, you're not completely elf-sexual.
not completely. There was that time with Cass.
Oh, this is true. And though poor Tarnavak would have to bear witness to that on more occasions than was particularly fair.
I'll make sure next time to get a room at a different inn than you get, just in case.
I hope you can afford the furniture.
You just hear Tarnavak's voice on the wind going like, "Thank fuck."
I assume not even in the wind, he's like just sat there eating bacon or something. Yarm, yarm, yarm. But
Well,
yes,
that is,
apparently the Temple of
cold
Mithras
cold.
was, I'll do them the catch up, lore dump, blah. People stealing from them.
Oh,
Interesting.
what a strange coincidence.
Duh.
So, are you guys going to settle up Blueberry and head to Evarra at this point?
I think so.
Are we not doing boat to Leper Colony and from there to Evarra?
Look at where Leper Colony is. It's literally south of Evarra. Much shorter.
Yeah, it's just...
Wait, weren't the boat that we came from going to Evarra?
Yeah.
It was, but I don't know if it's left yet.
He
Right,
said
what's
he
gonna
was
stock
staying
up for
here a couple of days
Ah.
for supply.
Yes,
Yeah,
just
It's been
check with the
it's
craft.
been a couple of.
Yeah, is he
I'll
around?
just check with him.
Yeah, they're probably leaving like this morning, so you do need to, make your decision. You want to
Let's
travel with
go.
him?
It's a busy journey, and it was fun.
Mhm. Onto the boat we go then.
Okay. However, he has delivered you your one free trip, so
Of course. How much is
how
it
much?
for regular travel?
let's see. It's 2 days, so it'll be, let's see. He'll cut you friends rates, so 50 silver each to get there.
All right.
$50 silver each.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's expensive
Okay.
for like a day's journey.
It
2
is.
days, but yeah.
I mean, at that point, I
We should
feel
just
like
go
we
for
should
land,
just...
yeah.
Yeah.
Boat travel's expensive, yo.
Yeah.
Alright then. If you guys are
So we're
going
hoofing
to, hoof it, then I will need
You're
journey
very
rolls from
specifically
you
hoofing it.
guys.
It's gonna take like 3 days to get there.
It'll take you, let's see, 1, 2, 3 days, yeah.
We're on
Alright.
the road, so
Who's
Should be better.
robbing at all for vehicles?
I'll help you with vehicles.
Dope.
Nice.
Never
holy
mind.
shit.
Oh boy, it's a discovery. Yay.
Ooh. I hope it's a good
And
one.
Szooth has advantage from bird.
12.
Yeah, well, it's
Well,
a success.
12.
Not a special one, but a
And,
success.
A survival for...
Nice.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Okay, so let me see what you get. Journey phase.
And then we've still got
Jeremy
Tarnavak on
Fix.
passive perception duty, right?
Yeah.
By the way, my passive perception's gone up by 1, you guys.
Woo!
So you're
Yeah.
like 12?
11. So great.
Nice.
Alright, so, from Ursula, you consume half as much rations, which doesn't really impact you since you generate them on your own. And no one's going to get exhausted on this journey, so good stuff there. Let's see, Navigator. Let's see, your journey is reduced by 25%, rounded down, so that'll be like 2.5 days. You will have advantage on your next navigation roll back to Kadar, which you already basically would have since it's on a road. And a discovery is made. So let's see. Let me look at a thing real quick. Okay. So as you are making your way to Evarra, near the beginning of the second day, Nahia realizes that there's a little-used road connecting Kadar and Evarra. It'll take you, like, this way instead of on the main trade road. It hasn't been used in a long time. It got a bit of a bad reputation from when the Hobgoblins used to occupy this place, and catfolk rebels would strike out of the hills around here and cause severe casualties on a number of occasions. So the road was disused and has now been overgrown, but it's still in condition enough that your horsey can make it no problem. Hardy beast
So I
that
found
it
a
is.
secret road.
Yeah, you found a secret road, and on that road, about midday, you realize that there are a number of beautiful green flowers and herbs that are growing up on the sides of the road.
Puff, puff, pass
Net.
begins to play.
And then I got
Out
high.
of character.
And then I got high.
Out of character. Internal backing intensifies.
And I wonder if these are those same things.
The
So what
potion
kind of herb?
enhancers.
Who's got a herbalist kit? Szooth has a herbalist kit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Szooth. Can you see what those plants are?
Leona is also trained in herbalist kit, so she will assist you. Not that you fucking needed it. Alright. Szooth, would you kindly roll me 1d6 plus 3? What? Alright.
Not. You taught it swear words?
It turns out that he is quite good at the art of mimicry. I
So
stubbed my toe at one point and it appears to have stuck.
you find 4 of
Yes.
these
Your toe is stuck?
4 emerald sages.
and 1 of these sitting at the top of a nearby hill, just waiting to be picked.
And Darkman stones.
Nice. That is an incredible find.
That's pretty neat. That's like, you could use that to be like 4 fucking healing potions.
Yeah.
Or temporary hit points.
Or temporary hit point. And that restore exhaustion restore fatigue is pretty good. Oh wait, no wait. Restore is one spell slot? Oh gee. I didn't even read the last 2 words. It's just that restores 1 level. Oh, restores exhaustion or fatigue.
Nope.
That's crazy good. But we don't have a wizard.
I mean, you have you and Nahia.
mean, there is me and Szooth. Szooth
But I
also.
also use spell slots for smites.
That's right. That's right. You also have.
We
it.
literally, like lots of us, make use of that kind of shit.
Alright, so after you guys spend a bit picking up all those herbs, you are able to make good time into Evarra. And boop. It is a massive
Wow.
city on a peninsula that juts out into the bay. A huge city bustling with thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people. Just approaching the main gates, you can see huge rows of merchants outside hawking their wares as other folk drag carts trying to get in with their farm stuffs. There are hobgoblins and catfolk in almost equal measure, and for once they don't seem to be segregated out at all. You see hobgoblin catfolk couples, or even kids of one race falling around a parent of another. There is a general air of laughter and happiness in the air as you approach the gates. And presumably get in line, which is a fairly long line just to get in through the checkpoint outside. You shall be
yeah, it's customs. Have to go through the PSA.
Yeah, you have to go through the TSA. And while you're doing it, a bunch of people will be going, sausage in a bun, governor!
No.
Yes.
What?
Myths.
Sausage in a bun?
Sausage.
Sausage. Sausage in a bun.
Are they selling food?
Sausage in a bun! Sausage in a bun!
Yeah, those fuckers. Fucking, I did not know there were this many halflings in Evarra.
There are none, but there are young catfolk who have been put to work. And goblins.
Are they...
There are actual, little goblins running around trying to sell you things.
Goblins, you say? Actual goblins?
Yeah, little goblins.
No.
Oh, we know what it means.
So are they actually selling food?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're selling everything outside. Like, they are hawking all manner of things. Exotic pets from afar. All sorts of ingredients for food. Lace and silks from the finest weavers.
I'll flag down a goblin. I'll flag down a goblin with some food, and I'll toss him a silver coin for something for a cent.
All right, you receive a gigantic sausage and a gigantic bun.
Nice.
And this is like a 2-foot long.
Nice.
That has to be a couple of fucking inches thick.
Yeah.
For a whole silver.
Yeah, it is an immense sausage in a bun. This is the king sausage in a bun.
Dog. It's a horse. It's a hot horse.
I mean, hey, don't tell Hashat that. That's racist.
No, I mean hot dog, tiny, small, hot horse.
I know. That it was a joke because Hashat is horse.
No,
I will cut it. I will take it. I'll get a knife and I'll cut it in half. Hey Szooth, you want one? There you go. Yeah.
That's a good one. You see it on him. By the way, Hashat is a moo, not a horse.
She's a morse.
Or a horse. You just call somebody a morse. That's all.
I'm gonna figure out how to put everything back to rights as soon as I can. In fact, maybe I should start asking around in a big trade city like this. Might be a good place to get some information.
So, eventually, after maybe half an hour of waiting, you manage to get
Does anyone
through
sell
the gate.
mustard?
Let's see. When was mustard invented? Let's find out. A long-ass time ago, apparently, so yes.
Yeah, that shit's way old.
So yes, there's definitely someone selling mustard. Probably the same person who's selling sausage in a bun.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, the goblin's got a little hat on that just has a big bronze ring just full of mustard that you can just dunk your dog in.
That's innovation.
It's gonna be like the tap hat. Squirt. Delicious.
Oh, that's
Delicious
fucking
mustard
cool.
innovation.
Like a big chef hat, but it has like
Yeah, with
back,
handles.
Mm-hmm.
fasten to
Exactly.
the back so you can do. Yeah, it's fucking great. Oh yeah, bag of seeds for the birds, some meat for the owl, and sausages.
Many
And some
sausages.
Oh, do they have any skewers? Do they have any fucking
They have
barbecue
everything.
skewers?
You know what? I'm gonna buy. You know
Yeah.
what? I want to buy Tarnavak something to eat too. Yeah.
Some hobgoblin stuff.
Yeah, something nice.
I know he hasn't been home in a while, so.
Well, thank you, Hashat. It's... this is a unique city.
So that's about. Let me just deduct all that cash. So that's about. To say.
So as you're saying that, Tarnavak, this is a unique city. You see a couple of hobgoblin girls in extremely revealing silks just like lean over a balcony at you and just give you a sharp whistle and a jiggle of their shoulders.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna be like, and then they turn out to be men and they still want to bang you.
I mean, eh?
I mean, I approve, but I imagine the fact that, like, that would be pretty, like, hobgoblin scandalous, I assume.
I mean,
Dudes, hobgoblin boys in dresses looking to bang.
it's true. That would be extremely illegal in the Empire.
They always hated fun.
Just to point out the fact that Tarnavak's from the old empire, like
Yeah.
old country.
Yeah.
If he's in this place, 3 female goblins propositioning him from a fucking balcony. It's like,
Yoo-hoo!
like
So
some
says the
fucking
Jesus Christ.
mental
I mean, that is...
Literal
yeah.
truth of how the Empire do.
Yeah.
See, being gay is illegal, but if you cut the other guy's balls off, then it's fine, because he's not a man.
It's true.
And so, yeah, obviously there's untold, decadence and luxury inside all these whorehouses you pass by.
I want to know, how is Tarnavak reacting to this?
To the city as a whole, or to specifically the
fact-
hobgoblin?
Yes, the free roaming hobgoblin female, scantily dressed, propositioning you, flirting from a balcony.
Yeah, who definitely are not owned by anyone. In fact, you might be able to see like a slightly discolored patch around their neck where collars used to be, years and years ago, but not anymore. They're proud free women working on their own, and by God, what they decided to do with their freedom is exactly what the Empire said they would do, which is spread their legs for coin.
But it's their decision.
So why give them decision at all?
You're not supposed to say that out loud. Goodness, I know they're all thinking it in the southern states, but still.
And that's how the Empire do. So yeah, Tarnavak, what's your reaction?
A sort of nervous little half laugh and a half and a like 2-finger salute up at them.
One of them just pulls their shirt down and just wiggles their tits at you. And they get distracted by whoever's, in the cart behind you and On you guys go.
Oh, this
I
looks
don't know
like
if
a fun
it's
place.
seething hatred or anger inside Tarnavak right now. It's like disgusting degenerates. This is why we have the Empire.
I mean, do you want to roll insight?
That sounds like
I
a
can
great question.
try to roll. Yeah, I can try to roll insight because I'm just like I know hobgoblins and females are not, you know, hobgoblin and women, but then hobgoblin females. It's
I
like,
am distracted.
I will roll my insight. My terrible, terrible insight. Holy shit!
Wow.
I am genuinely surprised.
Um. Tarnavak's a little, He's still, reeling a little from the shock of this whole place, but, that has definitely, put him off a little bit. Wouldn't go so far as to say he's disgusted, but, it's definitely,
It's a lot to take in all at once.
yeah, a lot to take in, and that, a display like that's,
Disconcerting, discomfort.
yes, exactly.
Oh man.
Okay.
So save that insight roll for the last thing I was about to say is, like when you turn a corner, there's like a big open, a little market, and as you're passing through it, Tarnavak, you can't help but notice that there is a catfolk boy, like maybe 19 or so, with like flowing blonde hair. He's all soft and kind of pampered up in silks, and he's riding on the shoulders of a big buff, like warrior woman looking hobgoblin female who is dressed up in like leathers and mail. And they seem to be just like browsing the shops for like sweets and candies. They're clearly a couple, and this complete gender reversal of everything that's, you know, good and holy back home. How does that make you feel?
Jealous, obviously.
Yeah, not jealousy, but that just seems to ground Tarnavak a little. He's much more comfortable about women warriors than he is about women actually just being free to be women.
Alright.
He just goes like, fuck, it's peace.
I mean, he has
uptide.
been.
Fuck,
He has.
it's peace uptide.
I mean, he has been palling around with, like, Nahia and Hashat and Ursula.
I remember
It's
Matt
true.
mentioning before
Sweet.
that, like, as part of Tarnavak's studies, was like, you know, apparently one of the possibly main reasons the Empire fell is because they weren't willing to accept strong-ass fucking women doing their thing.
And so yeah, this couple passes you guys by, and the cat boy winks down at like maybe Hashat because she's up front, and then on they go.
Oh, I'll wink back at him.
And
I
so, yeah.
like this city. It's like a fun place.
It really does seem to be like the most crowded place probably any of you have ever been. The loudest and the noisiest, but there's a constant just thrum of excitement and fun in the air.
Yeah, I'm trying to distract myself with food.
God, there's just so much food. Somebody hands you like
Yeah.
this squid that's got this like weird breaded stuff on it. what the fuck is this? Doesn't matter. Oh god, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's like I'm spending a lot. I took off 10 silver for food and stuff. So if you want to pick up another 10, just eat my way through.
Oh yeah.
But
You are
Ursula is this.
gonna be very full.
Yeah, okay. I'm taking off. There we go. I'm taking off that, and she's distracting herself with food with the fact that there's so many fuckers in one place and crowded.
Oh yeah. You can barely think. It's just so many voices in your ears, and every couple seconds someone like bumps or brushes you.
Making sure that all my stuff is secure and in titty space.
Yeah, Szooth knows what's up.
Yeah, like it's hidden in the cleavage space. So it's like
Trust me, Nahia needs no warning about her wallet. After I got fucking gypped, what was it, 20 gold and a horrendous amount of money to lose.
yeah.
This shit is untouchable.
It's just underneath the plate armor between the tits.
It's fucking. I'm hiding it in my genital slit. It's hiding behind. It's hiding. It's nestled between two penises.
Delightful.
If they want to steal gold, then they
somebody-
better fucking earn it. I expect a handy.
Yeah, they better dig for gold.
Yeah.
Digging for
They're gonna rob me. I might as well get something out of it this time.
That's what the last. Anyway, so yeah, you guys make your way into the town. No problem. So once you're here, what is the plan? Oh, let me go get Leona's token from wherever she is.
I guess whatever the fuck, Leona.
Well-
When does she want to go for this thing? She wants to actually be here for the jet. Like she wants to be with us for this, right?
Yes.
When we go to Leper Island.
Yeah, you are supposed to be
Yeah.
guarding her. So yeah, once you guys have had a couple minutes to adjust here, Leona will say, "I can charter us a boat if you'd like. I'm ready to leave. Now, so whenever you'd like."
Would you perhaps appreciate taking a couple of days to gather some information about this island before we go on it?
I doubt there's much information I can gain that I haven't already. I studied it
okay.
extensively, but if you
Alright,
believe
fair
there's
enough
more to
then.
be gained, I won't stop you.
No, that's fine.
Well, we got someone to find in this city.
Yes, well, plus this place is really, really big.
What is the
But it's
best,
so
fanciest
many.
tavern?
Well, that sounds like something you need to roll gather information for, because the city's fucking huge.
It is
Wait.
big.
Alright then, what is the closest whorehouse to the port? I'm going to go and see if any of
Alright,
them have
welcome to the
seen cats.
Blowhole Tavern. Guess what happens here? Your hole gets blown.
Yes,
Let's
holes
get...
get blown.
The port
Oh
is
my
over there.
god, Szooth! Finding
Szooth.
the shit out of our cat
Smooth,
boy.
they're fucking smooth.
What's that?
Smooth.
Gather
God.
information from a whorehouse? Szooth away! It was a
Fucking
poor attempt,
smooth,
but
the
it was an
smooth
attempt
thing
at the
is
Szooth
fuck-
voice.
Yeah,
Bitches
he
fucking
is
love
in his
Szooth.
rightful element. Yes. Everyone loves Szooth to smooth.
Dragon push to share. This
Ooh.
is true.
You better be careful with that name before you find a real dragon who finds that.
I'm happy to acquire this dragon's dragon bush. I bet they are also very tall and scary. That works for me.
Alright. So yeah, you find a, you question a few people, and indeed there is a extremely nice restaurant over in this part of town, nestled between the city baths and the sort of merchant district here. And as you're going by, yeah, Nahia, you know full well that you're just a few blocks away from Anaya's house, this huge villa at the edge of town.
Oh god.
It's right there.
Like,
little
you've been there
child.
before, right?
Oh yes, I've
You
been
you
there.
remember being
Yeah.
held in big, scary green mander arms on
Yes,
the
yes.
ballroom of that estate.
It took longer to grow into my body than she did. You know, I was quite short for a period before I started to outstrip her.
Oh my.
Stripper, you say?
It was a sudden growth spurt. Luckily, the curves, they came in before the toll, so for a very short period of time, I was quite wide compared to my height. And, well, it is obviously all evened out now, but back then, well, there was at least some measure of bullying. But I didn't mind at the time.
She liked to grab
Alas.
your belly and squeeze.
Indeed. Alas, now I have grown up to a massive height where I am unbullyable.
Unbelievable. It is
Right.
very hard to bully someone who's like
Spoken
who's
like
almost
someone
7.
who gets bullied a lot.
Well, okay, but only by like that one.
Okay, so does it mean you danced for money?
Dance for money? No. No, it's more like well, I did a lot of things because I was very receptive to being asked very nicely and teased and edged
Yeah, but
and lots of things.
if you both were strippers, and then you finally outstrip her,
Of course, no, I meant outstrip in the sense of gaining height on her, not actually some kind of stripper competition, although that would have been very fun.
oh, she just
Indeed.
like finally gets it. Oh, you mean you outgrew her?
Da.
Ah, okay. I thought you actually were stripped.
Well, no, I mean, occasionally, but definitely not as some kind of profession. And again, now I cannot do anything but think of some kind of stripping competition, which I hope is a kind of thing that happens here still.
But,
Meanwhile,
we
like
still need
3
to
blocks
find-
away, there's a bunch of like cat boys just shaking their junk out windows at people.
Yeah, it's Cats Gone Wild right now. It's the pussy clubs on the prowl.
Yeah, that was definitely
Pussy
Anaya's
patrol.
favorite place to visit with you.
I
Just to watch you squirm in there.
It is unfortunate, should say.
so saith Alejandro the Wise.
We are in a party that have not ability or mood to party up. Wait, is this in
Oh, wait,
character or is
Szooth,
that
does he-
part
Wait,
PC?
does Szooth have more of that stuff? Does
Yeah,
he
he's
have
got
much-
the Dragon's Bush. It still has plenty of the Dragon's Bush.
Hey, Szooth, you want to hook me up here?
They just palm. Boop. Giddy AF. Well, yeah, you immediately were like, investigation check to the whorehouse! You're Szoothing it, guys. Most
Mhm.
smoothly. Now, well, let us try this restaurant.
Alright. So yeah, you guys end up in like a Brazilian
And
steakhouse.
perhaps after a nice meal and some time to relax, we can make our way onto this leper colony. I imagine Hashat is not excited to get immediately onto a boat again.
Oh,
Wait.
it's always boats now.
So
Oh,
you end
we're
up
Timing.
in like a
What did you
Brazilian
say, Nahia?
Brazilian steakhouse, this huge like open restaurant with a bunch of tables around the edges and this just racks and racks of meat just being carted out to your plate. Oh, here's a fresh boar, that was killed this morning by the city guard. Here's this squid that we dragged out of the bay and has been covered in 500 different spices. Is being brought to your table by, prettily dressed cat boys and girls.
Does anyone here recognize me?
Let's see. Did you come here before in like your Paladin's raiment, or back then were you mostly in like, pretty merchant garb?
Probably would have been usually merchant garb. Maybe on like the odd occasion she'd have been paladined up, although it wouldn't have been quite as fancily paladined up as it is now.
Okay, let me roll a D-hundy here.
Wait, were you the same size back then, or were you different now?
I started very small and worked my way up to big. Well, I
No,
was a
this
lot
is out of
younger.
character.
Oh, I mean, she was young when she was here and short and squidgy, and got gradually taller and paladined it up. But I mean, she was still with Anaya on and off during this time. So.
Okay, so I mean, she was recognizable from for example, a half paladin short Salamander versus a tall ass fucking hooded paladin like
Yeah.
Salamander. It's a big difference.
To be fair though, her hood is down right now. Funny, so she has her peripherals open because you don't want a hood up when you're walking down these kinds of busy streets. That's just asking for trouble. You know how everyone in a fucking movie gets that shoulder bump? The person who gets the bump is always someone wearing a fucking hood, so they would never get that good side glance. Not wearing my fucking hood up and down.
I think you definitely see like a group of 3 salamander girls who are also at this restaurant tonight, just gabbing up and giggling, and you immediately recognize them as, they used to be employees for your company, and then after some unfortunate business, now they work for Lechayov. You practically grew up in the same neighborhood. I don't know if you want to say that they're your friends or not, but they're definitely familiar faces to you.
They're probably friends in the way that when you're a merchant, there is a group of people that you will go out and get fucking trashed with, party and gamble and do all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, your work friends.
The gang.
Yeah, we're work friends, but when it comes to flaunting around a little bit of money as well, they become extended flaunting around for shit-facing friends.
I gotcha. So yeah, they are indeed in the process of getting shit-faced and consuming an egregious amount of pig flesh. They probably haven't recognized you yet just on the basis of being tipsy and you being big and powerful now.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna elbow Tarnavak and point at the muscliest one and be like, if I remember correctly, you're probably that one's type if you're looking to smash. So far as I'm aware, those pink scales go everywhere.
Well, it's tempting, but no thank you.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I take it
keep
you're
my head on my shoulders.
you're a native then, Nahia?
I did travel a lot, especially by boat and by a mercantile caravan, but as far as a home base, it was kind of around the city for a great many years.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps I should take you when finding us the right ship to take us to our destination.
Well,
Might know a
yes,
few of the
I'm sure.
captains.
It is possible, yes, so I'd be happy to help out. Maybe I can get us a better deal.
She will grin at that and then begin nursing a very large stein of something frothy.
Dope. I will get a large mojito.
And so
What's
as you guys
your
start...
definition of a large mojito?
The great big glass 2-liter steins?
Sorry, I heard steins. Broke up on me there a bit.
Fair point. A 2-liter glass beverage with a fucking huge handle on it. Usually people actually hold in 2 hands and use the handle for tipping. But she's just, big fucking hand. I have one of those. It's great. But as you might expect, it's expensive to drink from because you always want to fill it up, But that's more than the 1 or 2 beers that you're pouring into it.
Ah, yes. The best part about over here is that we have vases, which are like giant glasses that can be subsidized if you're an alcoholic.
Nice. I mean,
Yes.
you're right. Only for alcoholics. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's great. So you can either use it for florins or get massively trashed in one glass.
The answer is yes. Drinking's a marathon, not a sprint. No, the
Oh,
stretchy stretches.
yes. Now I remember. Can I put in a special request to the kitchen?
Sure.
I whispered to, well, one of the servers there, and or whoever cuts up there, if there is a possible way to get a dish, a well-known and loved dish from the Hobgoblin Empire that, like, the people at the top really liked.
So you mean slave girls with just an apple in their mouth? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, they can. I think they'll
Like
know
they were
what you're.
cannibals?
I mean, according to catfolk propaganda, they were.
They
I don't fucking know about catfolk propaganda.
But yes, they can arrange for some hobgoblin specialties. In fact, the waiter will say that this happens to be Triarch Arvord's favorite dish.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, the Triarch. He's the bigwig of well, Hobgoblin descent. What, he runs the city guard still?
Leona will nod. One
No.
of the three individuals that are the leaders of Evarra. Triarch Arvord of the Guard, Triarch Berkant of the Merchants, and Triarch Sumea of the Temples.
How does Berkant fare?
It's been many years since I have been in Evarra last, but judging by the state of things, I should think money is flowing like wine through the city. And thus, he remains wealthy as ever.
No. I imagine he benefited a lot after some previous dealings with my family before the event. And then benefited a lot more afterwards.
The event?
It is a complicated case, but fortunes change hands.
Of course, I didn't mean to pry.
Do not worry.
She'll just kind of shift slightly away from you in her seat and awkwardly sip on her ale.
I'll put up my hands in faint surrender. I'm sorry, I did not mean to make it any kind of uncomfortable. Effectively, bad things happened for my family. It was mercantile. And, well, as you might expect in a city like this, a lot of people profited off of this misfortune.
Ah, I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Do not worry. It has let me go out and see the world and do this adventuring stick instead.
Do you miss it, being a merchant, I mean?
Miss being piss rich and wanting for absolutely nothing with a large family that loves me? Yes, I miss it all the time, but at the same time, if I were to be sad because I did not have it, then surely when I looked back I would not be able to enjoy it.
It's a positive outlook.
I've had a lot of time to get used to the idea. It didn't start positive, goodness. There was a lot more cursing.
I can imagine. And Nahia, why don't you go ahead and roll an insight check as well?
Sure. I'm gonna get sneaker assistance from my barb.
Nice.
13.
Yeah, you get the distinct impression the way she fidgets around that Leona more than can imagine losing something, but she quickly buries her face down into her drink and pulls her big witch's hat down.
I will be sure to order extra drinks. Yeah, how much does this put me out of pocket then?
Let's see. For everyone, it's probably like a silver a head and maybe an extra for the drinks.
Sure, okay.
This is, after all, a very nice restaurant.
Yep, that's okay then.
Cool. So, what is the specialty then?
Well, I will
Does it come with a? Yeah.
I will let Merz answer
trying to
that.
get
What
Merz
what
to
is like the greatest delicacy of the Hobgoblin elite?
Oh God. Can you bring me to the world map, please? I need to look at where the Hobgoblin capital is, climate-wise.
Sure. It's a map we don't see very often.
Geomapping. Go.
And the capital is in the middle of an inland sea that was formed by a big boom of a Residium bomb.
Is that Thorndale, or...?
It is right here on this island.
You should probably, put that down at some point. It's fairly important.
Is it not? Oh, hold on. It is on the GM layer. Haha.
It probably looks a lot like
some
that.
fucking crispy pork belly.
Beer
That's some
braised.
delicious.
Beer braised, covered in onions and peppers.
Mm.
Oh goddamn! I'm getting hungry right now.
I speak for yourself. I've still got chili waiting in the other room for me to eat it.
Mhm. I ate a couple of fruits 2 hours ago, so appetite is accelerated.
Inland sea, fairly far into the northern hemisphere, right?
Yeah, the equator's probably somewhere. Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
actually, it's roughly same longitude as Arran City, isn't it? Well, no, it's not Mediterranean actually, because look, it's about where Arran City is, which Savin had described previously as being the equivalent of Scotland. That would be. Yeah, that would be
Where's Arran?
Canada?
I
No.
was actually thinking, I
It's way more
think I'm
south,
just going.
so- Yeah, this would be the Scotland comparative. It would be
North
coast of
German or
France.
North German, maybe Denmarkish, and
Oh, the
that
Danes
sort
have no
of
fucking
long.
cuisine.
I mean, that's fair.
Burning, Balkan, and Speck.
But yeah, inland
Red
sea about that. I feel like it would be something involving freshwater eels.
Roll mops?
I have no idea what that is, but I'm going to trust you.
Oh, freshwater. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, roll mop is herring, but it's served in fuck it, here's a picture.
Actually, it would be something more like lampreys if you're doing inland like that.
Oh shit.
With
Well,
more
fuck it,
sea
if you click the
connection.
letter A, it'll come up with the image for him.
Huh. Just an A.
Interesting.
Huh.
It is pickled herring fillets. And you put them around potato or pepper.
Or in this case, a pickle.
Or pickle.
That's very Polish, though.
Yeah, it's North German. I went straight
Well,
to
that is
straight
very
to.
Polish, though.
Turns out the
of course.
Hobgoblins are actually just the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth on steroids. And then the Slavs attacked. No.
Let's see here. Cuisine
Prussian
of
Empire.
the cuisine of Hamburg section. That seems like the place to go.
Hamburg is southern Germany.
Oh, you're right. Damn.
No, so that would be more
Well,
like
some of these look like
northern
they
coast.
will go right through you.
I would say, like, if you're gonna do with an actual developed country, I would say more like, yeah, you fucking know what I mean. I've been to Poland. Fuck all of them, okay?
Yeah, I've been to Poland.
So-
It's nothing fun.
Yeah, so I would say like northern coast of France towards what's it called, Belgium coast there.
Let's see.
Well, Belgium coast. So
What was Labskaus? Oh, here we go. Labskaus, a culinary specialty from northern Germany, in particular the cities of Bremen, etc. Salted meat and corned beef, potatoes, and onion. With beetroot, pickled gherkin, and herring.
See, I could see that being like a staple food, but I don't think that would be like the delicacy of the elite.
yeah. So yeah, but that's. I think it would be literally like lampreys or like inland eels.
Yeah.
You're right on that. Lampreys are
Velvet
fucking
pudding.
tasty though.
Okay, so something like eels and taters, but done up real nice.
Souffle.
Yeah.
Here's a fancy German pudding. That link is like a fucking, one of those. I nearly put in one of those links that's just an endless stream of fucking numbers, but I caught myself before it was too late.
Good for you.
Yeah, you didn't do a Hedrah.
Yeah,
Just
That is
copy
well-
an entire class into chat.
yeah, that is
Yes,
that is
I'm
that is
so
German
embarrassed.
pudding.
Pudding.
That looks delicious, actually.
There you go. It is, well, yeah, vanilla-y, and then wine sauce.
Ooh. So yeah, that's what Ursula ends up eating, while the rest of you dine on, roasted
No,
boar.
no. This is for Tarnavak.
Oh.
Yeah. I have no idea what the fuck it is, so like, I ordered what I know, like, he's supposed to be eating, like, I know he's
Cool.
Hobgoblin from, Hobgoblandia, but I don't know exact his position, so I just asked, what the rich people that really like stuff food eat.
Cool, so yeah, Tarnavak, you get served a dish straight from the homeland.
I did not think this would. I could find this here. Which of you do I have to thank for this?
Thumbs up.
Point at Ursula.
Well, this. My thanks are unending, Ursula. This is.
I figured you need a little taste of home after that boat ride, so it will warm you up and make you feel better.
Yes. Yes, it's been too long.
I'll be back in a second. I've got to serve myself some of that fucking food that I've cooked. I'm so hungry now.
Get your fucking... Yeah, go do that. Seriously. Stop torturing yourself. God, that's fucking good. Man, there's some good food here. And then a bottle of their best hobgoblin drink. Which I have no idea what the fuck it is, so just the good stuff.
So yeah, as dinner winds to a close and you all have big, full bellies, what is the plan?
Want to try and track down Cass first before we go on our boat ride?
Yes.
I
You
at
have
least would.
anything?
I would like to see if I can get some sturdier armor before we head off. I don't quite have a coin for plate, but I think splint is good enough for now.
How much is that?
Plate armor is 15 platinum.
That's a fair chunk.
It'll take some saving, but spending now will make sure I can live long enough to spend later.
That is true. How much is the... I don't know, what was it, splint? Is that like
2
wood
platinum. I've got a coin for it, don't... Please. You've already been kind enough to me.
I'm just trying to know what splint armor is. I know like splints from wood, so...
It's little metal splints. Like those, but made of metal, all riveted together.
Oh, that sounds really uncomfortable.
That's why you wear clothing under armor, Ursula.
Just looks at herself like...
At least those of us that need it. I don't know how you do it, fighting like you do, but more power to you.
Well, that would be good. If I had more power, it would could do the stuff easier.
It's an expression.
Jeopardy music going on in her head. Oh! An expression. Yes. Yo, if you haven't noticed, I'm not the smartest one away. Never been.
That's nonsense.
Oh,
You
no,
may
it's
not know
actually
your way
to be
around.
about.
You may not know your way around books and grammar, but you've got a set of smarts for survival I'd envy.
He just looks down at the kids. So they call them smarts now?
No, I meant your talents for scouting and living out in the wilds.
Oh! Oh, those. That's not a set. That's like a thing you learn. What's it called? Snaps of fingers. Skills, talents. You can teach that. That's not a set.
You can have a set of talents and skills. A set just means any given group. We are a set of mercenaries.
So a set is also a group.
Yes. When referring to a woman's chest, it's... you say a set, but it's just shorthand for a set of breasts.
Oh, they have so many names for them. It's like, you start counting the Dits, Songas, Mega Squeeze, Fun Bags, Milk Tanks. It just goes on and on. So continue counting, she's like, and then have to recount on the fingers again. So I really don't understand why you would call them Moo Bags.
Have you ever met a full-blooded cowgirl?
Points at Hashat.
Hmm?
That's so close to a moo.
Yeah, I just do the fucking Will Smith presenting things to Hashat. Like,
No. Hashat is...
Yeah, I'll have you know I'm nothing in comparison to some others. I'm making an exaggerated motion with my hands away from my chest, like twice. What I, it's like,
Leona just stares wide-eyed, like, oh my god.
When you see ones like that, and every step they take they leak milk, then you will see why they can be called moo bags.
yeah, but what I don't get is the moo. It's like, where's the moo part from? Cowgirls talk.
oh, that's what you were wondering.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. I can understand they have huge tits and leak milk, but where's the moo bag come from?
Well, see, a while back, the
Can't
cowgirls. What?
empty out what you have in your mouth first.
It is actually empty.
Okay, go on.
Well, see, a while back, they couldn't. Well, like cowgirls couldn't actually like talk. It was just moos and hi, sometimes, or sometimes other words, just like little one
Why?
or two words. I heard they were cursed.
Why?
I don't know. That I don't know.
Why would you curse cowgirls?
Hmm. Heard they were a few generations ago, and it was like everyone. Then it broke. Someone broke it. I know they're not.
Wait, they broke the cowgirls or the curse?
Curse, obviously. You can tell because I'm talking to you.
Sorry, book up there, Kinathis.
I said, obviously the curse because, you know, I'm talking to you.
Right. Wait. Aren't you a horse?
Well, not always. I went over this.
No.
Pretty sure I went over this. Wasn't always a horse.
I just stands up on my chair and do the whole Will Smith presentation intensifies towards Hashat at Tarnavak.
What?
See?
What's she getting at?
I asked Ursula if she'd ever seen a full-blooded cowgirl, and
Has she?
A full-blooded cowgirl. I just pointed at you.
I'm
because
not
you're
a good
cowgirl.
example. I'm a poor example of that.
No, you're a pretty good example from what I've seen.
And you've seen how many? Just me?
Just you.
When we get back to the other, when we get back to the other coast, there's like a Minotaur village, and we're like, I got something to do there, so maybe we can swing over that way, and then you can get a real good eyeful of my people.
But you are a full-blooded cowgirl then.
I mean, I mean, I'm kind of
Originally.
yeah, but I'm kind of like, I'm uncommon.
No, you're shot.
I mean, I'm not like the others. Mostly.
Yeah. Well, no, first you were a cow, then you were a horse, now you're back to a cow.
She's like a
Look,
cow
things
horse at
happen.
the moment.
Things happen. I'll be a
Horse?
horse again.
Yes, of
what
course.
happened, Hashat?
Remember, she
I
drank the horn in her tail. It became poof.
Well, that bit we know, but what changed you from a Minotauress into a horse to begin with?
Oh, well, that is... Yes, that's kind of a story. I hung out with a bunch of people for a...
You're letting go of the button earlier, Kina.
Well,
Like, say I just kind of hung out with some people for a while and did a bunch of drugs.
Wait, did
Wait,
you know
so you're...
Jacquard Lontek, the alchemist?
Yeah, the Centaur?
He's a famous war hero.
That's what he says, yeah.
And the voracious Puntsmith.
He also
That's
says that.
what everyone says. He helped save Aruna. And the Hobgoblin Empire wouldn't have been defeated without him.
Yeah, I hear he was a big important guy.
Do you
I thought-
not agree with the history books?
No, I mean, I'm sure it's all true. Probably. let's just say his. I mean, like, there's one thing to read stuff in a book, and another to experience a person.
Sexually?
Look, there's a lot of there are rumors about him and the people he hangs, and the little, like, what's it called? The community, I guess. Like he's got a lot of wives. Okay, like a lot.
Community, of course.
Like a lot. Like fucking like dozens. Like basically everyone in that group.
So you're saying the legend is bigger than the person?
In some aspects, yeah.
It sounds more like he's big enough for plenty.
He's a centaur.
This is the same Jacquard? That can't be right.
Sounds like it.
You should be
Not
dead
unless,
by
like, the
now.
nepotism is real strong.
That was 70 years ago.
Wait, how long has it been here?
I don't know. I knew him for a few years. But everyone says he's a big war hero. But that war was like 80 years ago or.
I mean, I heard Jacquard was publishing works before the Empire even invaded.
Of course, he comes from the Dread Pirate Jacquards.
Uh-oh.
Wait, that can't be right. Centaurs don't live that well. They live long, but not that long, do they?
No, he looks like in the prime of his life. At least when I last saw him.
Those old works,
right.
those would have come from someone else, no question. The Empire back then, they wouldn't have suffered someone like him to live. That war hero, he must have been named after him in memory. This will be a new one.
Like passing from, like parent to child?
Like that, or naming your children after someone you knew and respected.
I don't know. I heard, whispering, I heard he attacked the capital during the war and rescued a catfolk princess. Carried her all the way back to Pergolith, where she was able to take up her crown and fight the Empire off our shores.
Yeah, that's a hero, Jacquard. For the old scholar back when, Jacquard, it must have been a different center.
I suppose he must have. That was 200 years ago.
And it's not a... Wait, is it like... Just made out with arms, like a full big, or is it like a dwarf centaur? If it was like a dwarf centaur, it'd be like a pony tar, I think.
That would be adorable, a little pony tar.
Well, then I can understand him living that long, but... Yeah.
Well, anyway. He's a big alchemist. And he makes all these potions. Everyone, especially like the horse ones, because that's what everyone that lives near him. So everyone's a horse. Some are centaurs. Mostly just horses, like I was. And will be again. I need to track him down again and get some more. I want my tail back.
You already have
I
your tail.
doubt.
Use it.
I liked my other one more.
I doubt he's the only one that can do that. And if there's any
Well,
way
he's the
you
only
can
one I
find a potion like that, it'd be here.
Oh. That is a good point. Did not think of that. See, this is why you're a scholar.
Now you're post and swallow. I happen to know of an alchemist whose transformatives were admittedly more in the realm of party favors, but considering it could give people a stallion cock, I imagine a tail is not impossible.
Well, thankfully that part is still intact.
Of course. Well, I mean, surely you should be more excited about the tail part. I imagine you'll have to ask real nicely since it's meant for just the penis, but...
Well, I mean, I still
Sure.
have that.
Never mind. But yes, there is an alchemist who can do, you know, parts and pieces. You can ask them for your horsey tail back.
Hmm.
Or an even bigger stallion penis, whatever suits you fine. I don't know mine.
No, I don't need it bigger.
It might happen by default anyway, just a warning. I bet it is not 100% reliable.
Hmm. That would be such a bother, though.
Well, maybe then they would do reduction. I mean, there probably is some kind of special balance that you have to achieve. You get your horse tail, but the cock grows, but then you buy a smaller potion that shrinks it down a bit, but maybe it isn't quite enough, or maybe it is too much, and then you have to get the size up. I bet they make lots of money on these little adjustments, getting them just right.
Ugh.
You people are really, really weird sometimes.
Well, when a lot of people have a lot of money and they're looking for different ways to find sexual pleasure. Welcome to the largest port in, like, literally all the places.
I mean, this is a really big trading city. Like, I
Very
probably
well.
could find something here if I looked around. Blah.
Alright, Nahia.
Nah.
Well, I get this is, you know, a big trading port. If there's going to be depravity, it's going to be here. Why? What is it about getting a horse's cock that appeals to people?
Well, some people are not blessed with particularly large penises when they're born, and this maybe emasculates them. And then, of course, there is the horse, the stallion, you know, that stand out. It's where the word stallion even comes from, of course, and people use that to refer to normal penises all the time. Some people like to really embody that personally, and if they lived a lifestyle that was particularly, well, down on their tastes or sexually repressed in some cases, not allowed to be who they are, then they're going to look for ways to get out of it. If you've got money to burn and you're looking to really feel fucking strong about yourself, get a big, strong horse cock.
But why a horse cock? Why not just get
I'm sure they do that
regular
too.
old enhancement ones? I know they do that ones. They sold those ones back home.
Of course, but maybe some people are interested in having the flare on the medial ring, or also maybe they think models are cute. Or all of the above. And honestly, it's probably cheaper to get one that is a horse than a normal one, because the horse is just naturally large.
Leona's just sitting there with her hands over her mouth, trying not to giggle this whole time.
I mean, you've asked the priestess of fucking who grew up in a place full of depravity and money, like, she's got real answers for these questions. They probably come up in those, like, just drunk philosophical conversations that always tend to be about the dumbest shit. Like a
Of
really
course.
deep conversation, but about something fucking stupid like this. Holy shit, that's a dapper cat.
It is very, very nice.
Where? Meow?
General
General
there.
chat.
Good meow. Yeah, check that. Good meow. Meow.
It's that kid, like that other paw is lent out. It's holding the phone up for his fucking selfie.
Feeling damper today. Might delete later.
So at this
Can I
point, you
lobby
guys
for
are
like
just
inspiration?
yes, everyone can have inspiration, and also you guys are like at this point, all your food has been eaten for like an hour. You guys are just sitting there like drinking yourselves under the table, just shooting the shit with each other.
Oh shit, we need to find a place to stay for the night.
In fact, actually, could I get Constitution saves from everyone just to see how drank you are?
I'm not as
Shit.
drunk as you think I am. It's about time Tarnavak with his +4 con save fucking pulled out.
I don't know. I don't think Tarnavak ever pulls out. It's against Hobgoblin religion.
The pull-out method is anti-ecclesiarchy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, anytime you don't just, impregnate the
Appropriate
girl,
for
then that's one
nation.
less soldier for the Empire next generation.
True, but then you're not, taking that great opportunity to blast thousands of soldiers over someone's chest and face.
Only when they're already pregnant.
Oh, of course. When they get Thor Ragnarok.
So yeah, Szooth and Hashat, you two are getting a little tipsy there, but everyone else is managing themselves fairly well.
All right, if I'm getting tipsy and the conversation's like this, I'm gonna start hitting them.
Leona. Oh, goodness. I might have to warn her shut off then, because apparently Leona is...
Leona's in the same boat as me.
Yeah. I'll try and keep you from just having a drunken encounter
I don't think
with our
she-
virgin employer.
Yeah, I don't think she's in for the stretch there.
Yeah, she is even drunker than you are, and is just like flushed face and giggling everywhere.
I'll take the bullet, Mr. President.
So, what's the word again? She's not in for any stretch of the measure.
Nice.
Oh shit. Well. No.
If I'm in the way of trying to, slow Hashat's roll on Leona here, would that make it disadvantage, perhaps?
I already have disadvantage because I'm drunk, but she's also drunk, so it
Damn it.
cancels out the disadvantage.
Yeah, so I think it's enough to make her blush, but not enough to like get the panties wet. It is a little too drunk.
All right.
So I said she's
She's got whiskey slit?
Yes, she's just giggling and starts trying to stand up and says, we need to get a captain to take us to the island. That'll be great.
Of
Tomorrow, I think.
If you would like,
You're not my mom.
while I can point you in the direction of some places, they're probably more expensive than we used to be used to anymore. So, tell you what, I will go and do the chartering for us to leave in the morning.
Well, we do have somebody to find first, remember?
This is also true.
So, and he just walks over and just pulls Leon and starts carrying her. Or
Yeah.
dragging her.
Aw,
Put me
come on.
down.
Just carry her.
I'm a grown woman. You can't do this to me.
Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm
I'm
indeed a grown
going.
woman.
Oh, well, let's go. Let's go find a place to sleep.
She starts doing that like angry cat shrieking at you. That's really like soft and
Yeah.
muffled. 'Cause she's drunk AF.
Yeah, you can bear her face in one of my kids there. She just face full of glitter
The little
Teddy
There you
bear.
go. Yeah.
While you're finding Cass, I'm heading to the market to get armor. Where should we meet?
Can I make a check for knowing any places that are good to go to?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I don't think you need to make a check. Like, you would just know, like,
There's
all the
just-
best inns, because God knows you've been here.
How about like the cheaper ones? Because I probably had more expensive tastes back then.
I mean, you know, you could probably sleep here for free anytime you want.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, there's definitely going to be, like, plenty of reasonable accommodations all along the port side of the town.
Sure, I'll just point out
And
one.
the markets.
That's going to be, like, more expensive places for the big baller merchants.
Indeed. I happen to know a place that is run by a nice Anubis gentleman. Large beaky ears, quite big biceps. And assuming he's still there at least.
A
Indeed, it's a
what,
Mr.
a
Grandeur.
penis, gentlemen?
Anubis gentleman. Have you not seen them with the large ears and wolfish features instead of the kit ones?
No.
Well, you're in for a treat. I recommend it. It is Mr. Grandeur. And he is in the Wolf's Den.
Alright, the Wolf's Den. While I'm there, is there anything any of you would like me to pick up? If I'm going shopping, I may as well.
Hangover
Give him
cures?
5 gold.
Fucking,
Yeah,
that's a lot of
same.
hangover cures.
That's a lot, jeez.
Yeah, but just bring back the change. It doesn't matter. I don't know what the price is. So it's a good hangover cure, some antitoxin stuff. Oh wait, Szooth can do that. Never
So
mind.
it's gonna do the
And
antitoxins.
oh yeah, I did buy a shit ton of that tea, so I'm good with that.
I wonder if there's just anything in adventuring
But-
gear I haven't considered for a while.
Bro,
No, I've always got
what do you
right.
mean, bro?
No, I've always got
Do
right.
we have tents?
Yes. Well, I've got tents, bedrolls, rope, grappling hooks, fucking backup personal rations in case we get through all the ones in our loot. I'm tooled
Cool.
in that case. I kind of need
Okay, everyone's got a tent then?
Yeah. How much is
I
Splint?
need to get my own 200 gold, 200 silver in this.
Okay. Maybe
200
I should.
fucking gold for a tent? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Maybe I should pick up some
Dude,
Splint as
fucking-
well. Not that it matters. I only get hit when I'm crit.
Yeah, it's true. Like, you're only vulnerable to critical hits, but...
But I mean, one extra AC.
Yeah.
It's hard to say no to going up to 19.
And that means you're at least not fairly legal anymore.
Oh please! I was getting drunk and making mistakes long before I was legal.
Oh yeah, you're not the only one. Trust me.
Good times.
God, that was stupid at that age.
I think everyone was universally a fucking retard, and it's amazing that we've all survived as
Not
long as we
Mr.
have.
Rogers.
Okay.
Sure, he was the
Excuse
perfect
me?
man.
I'll have you know that I was a perfect
I-
little angel child who never did anything.
That fucking bullshit.
Sorry, which
What about all the
age are we-
murders?
Oh, right, the murders.
Which age are we talking about here?
Like the late teens, like the 14s, 15s,
Oh
Like
yeah,
mid-teens, you
yeah.
mean.
mid-teens, even, whatever.
Yeah, I had finished being stupid by the time I got to late teens. I didn't get any more opportunities to.
Also, Ursula, would you like to make an athletics check to try and restrain Leona? Because she is squirming out of your arms.
She's trying. Okay, cool.
She is trying.
Will she have disadvantage because drunk blading?
No.
Okay, so and I don't get advantage on this, so
Well, unless you want to get really angry at her.
You just start squeezing.
yeah. No, I
Rage.
just do the fucking.
no.
I give her a fucking bear growl through the chest. So,
It's fine.
so
mate.
yeah, I'll fucking. Yeah, you know what? I'll fucking rage just for this and just give her like angry mama bear. Like, fucking behave.
Mama bear.
Yeah, so
I want you to
let's-
goon it really hard
let's
anyway. Never mind. Not that you needed it anyway.
Tonk.
Let me go.
It is fine. I'll be doing the chartering for you.
You can't
Yeah,
tell
come
me
on.
what to do. I'm an adult.
Of course, we're all adults, but at some point as well, you're like way more trash than her.
Yeah, you're like so
Yeah, you're
drunk, Leon.
You're a drunk young
No,
lady.
you're drunk.
You need to.
Also, wait
you.
a second. Could you imagine how shit it would be to be that drunk on a boat?
Oh,
Uh,
I hate boats.
You
Why
would
do
be
we always have
turning
to be on
yourself
boats?
inside out.
Why do we always have to be on boats? I hate boats
Because
so
we're next to the ocean. That's why. The ocean loves you, Hashat.
much. No, it doesn't. It wants to
Mm.
kill me.
And wants to drag you down in its cold, wet embrace.
I like being on the
Okay,
ground
just-
where it's nice and safe.
I will slowly start rocking her a little bit there. Without saying anything, just slowly rock her like a nice little lull there.
Make a performance check.
Oh boy. I am so good at this. I will use my inspiration because, you know what, might as well burn it.
Well,
It's a 10.
alright, she will have disadvantage on this. Good night. Don't. Like you barely
Yeah.
started
Up
and
to
she
the
just
warm.
face plants into your chest. Her hat just
Yeah.
slowly falls to the ground behind her.
I just pick,
I'll pick up the hat.
Right, Hashat, you
And I'll
have
put
a
it on
wizard
my
hat.
head.
just
Excellent.
So I got it now. My wizard hat.
okay. And no, she's slowly, you know, like, like a small child who will lull a baby to sleep. Just, and then get her to an inn and just, so we can, you know, put her to bed.
Alright, so you two at least are going up to the inn. Alright, Nahia, Hashat, Szooth, do you have anywhere you'd like to be, or are you also going to sleep?
I'm gonna go get the boat charter for tomorrow.
Oh, I'm going to
Alright.
sleep. I intend to cuddle.
Cuddle
You know
who?
what? If Nahia got like so trash that I rolled just
Liana.
flat fucking ones at the bar, I would just wake up at the Likhaev estate, just not even aware that I walked there while I was too drunk to remember what direction to go in.
I'm not going to sleep with Leona, but I am going to cuddle her.
I mean, you're gonna have to ask Ursula about that.
Ursula's like fucking mama bed the shit out of her and rocked her to sleep.
Yeah, so I'm carrying a sleeping cat girl, just like a small child, just making sure she's asleep and comfortable and warm. And I'm just gonna, you know, like tuck her into bed there, all nice and warm there. So and then give her a nice have a bottle of clear water next to her in the morning, and some hangover medicine, hangover cure.
Is there a hangover cure?
Yeah, I just fucking sent Tarnavak back to get some.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much cure poison or like refresh.
Oh, okay.
mean, a cure poison thing, I don't actually know it. Like, proper cure poison, I don't think I can get with just the 5 gold you gave me.
Well, something that gives resistance. But there's... If you... What's the word? You can find probably some Hangover Cure that is effective and whatever. You can just bring back the change if there is any.
And I was like I said in chat, I'm not gonna charge a commission, so if you want anything, just turn your money into items.
Oh yeah,
That,
that's
like, a hangover cure, I mean, I guess, yeah.
We need the word of God here, so...
Yeah, you can just turn your money into items, that's fine. If you want to get, like, a hangover cure, there's probably something for that for, like, a silver. It's not, like, an actual cure, though. It's going to end up being snake oil. But you don't know that.
From all that snake milk.
I don't... Wait, actual snake oil? Or
no, like it's just a
snake
fake.
oil's terminology.
Because everyone, literally
Yes,
everyone is going to sell a hangover cure, and it's all going to be fake.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing, but given the fact that this is D&D, it could actually be snake oil in the goddamn snake oil salesman.
Damn snake oil salesman. Selling actual snake oil, how dare they?
Savin, can I roll in... since I'm the one doing the shopping, can I roll insight to try to determine... Yeah, they are all full of shit.
Yes, absolutely. Nope.
Nice.
Everyone is legitimate.
Even
and
the
why
one
wouldn't
that is
it
full
be?
of literal
Alchemy's real.
shit. You think it's a you think it's a hangover cure. It's a horse dick potion. Damn it!
I mean...
It was a little bit more expensive than the cash I sent, so...
Hey look, sometimes people mistake the shit they put on their shelves. It's all innocuous clear liquid.
That's not the potion I'm looking for, though.
Just, you put it on your butt, and it changes your tail.
That's...
Alright, so Nahia, why don't you give me a
high
persuade
stakes.
roll, and let's see if you can negotiate a better price for...
Sure. I think I would like to use my inspiration for this.
Okie dokie. Now let's see, how long of a trip is it to the leper colony? I think it's like a day and a half.
Oh, thank you, inspiration.
Good. Not a disadvantage this time, hooray.
No, for real's advantage.
What? No.
I know, right?
Fucking what?
So, here's the thing. If you want to charter the boat just to take you there and back, that's going to be like 3 days total. But presumably Leona wants to, stay there for a while and do her studying. So, do you want to arrange them to pick you up, or?
Yeah, can they do a day later pickup?
Probably not a day later, because that would just
they wouldn't
even get back to Evarra. Maybe a week.
How much to pick up, just, char off of a small fish and just be like, are you okay to camp in the area? We per for what you would have made on, for the 3 or so days of fishing.
So a small fishing boat. So this island is like 60 miles off the coast, so...
that's probably a bit much for
yeah,
oldie-timey
you'd
fishers.
need like a serious boat to get there safely.
Okay. That's fine then. I guess a week later makes sense then for getting picked back up afterwards.
Okay. Then yeah, so...
But you have to charter...
It's normally 50 silver a head. There's 6 of you. Let's say 20% off. So... Our 50 times
But remember,
6.
we still need to find Cass first. In the city.
Yeah, do that first.
So he has to... Yeah, we could also calculate potentially his little butt into this financial equation.
Why would we... I don't know about bringing him to Leper Island with us, but whatever. 720. Okay. Can I get a receipt of that stuff then, just to make sure that we don't get left there for when we're expecting a pickup, no one fucking turns up.
Yeah, I mean, if you do get left there, then you're turbo fucked, so it's not like
Yeah.
your receipt's going to do you much good, but yes.
Well, more like I can put that to the harbor, like, if this ship's still fucking in dock at this time, please, we need help. Yeah, I'll make sure there's a record so that we aren't abandoned, even if in the worst case scenario, someone will come for us.
Alright. I mean, if you want to do something like that, you could always go to the embassy and be like, hello, I am going to be traveling here. Please make sure I'm not dead.
I mean, sure, can't I just give the port authority like 5 silver and be like, we're going to be traveling in such and such days, and at some point we're getting picked up at such and such. If there's no boat, can you just fucking send them on their way? We'll pay for the travel, yada yada yada. Because it means that we're stranded.
Yeah, if you want to pay somebody 5 silver, they'll say they can do that.
Thank you. I'm happy to take that out of my own pocket. Alright, cool.
Alright. And so yeah, the next day comes around. You guys are severely hungover, and upon consuming any cure-alls you might have acquired, they don't seem to be doing it for you. And luckily, you are on land, so no one's like vomiting everywhere. But Hashat and Leona, at least, are cupping their heads, going, "Oh God, why?"
Here's water. Here's a couple of tomatoes.
Thank you.
You just sleep well.
Yes. Where are we?
Good.
Yeah, what's going
At an
on?
inn.
Eh,
We're at an inn. It is morning.
oh.
You guys drank
Perfect.
a little bit too much.
Yeah, damn right we did.
You, young lady, really didn't want to get to sleep. Or leave.
I am
Or
a
stop drinking.
bit of an insomniac. I hope I didn't embarrass myself too badly.
Oh no, not after the dance you did on the table. Everyone was super happy.
What?
That's a joke. You didn't do anything bad.
Oh, okay.
I just pat her on the head, like slow pats on the head. It's okay. I know you're a good girl. Didn't do anything to embarrass yourself.
She'll kind of pull away from you a bit, like, yeah, that's creepy. Thank you. The joke was not appreciated, but glad got home safely. Were our travel arrangements made last night?
Da.
Well, I carried you. Oh, the boat.
We even got a little deal off, and also got some insurance, just so that we're not left abandoned on the island.
Did I already pay for that, or,
No, here's the receipt.
yeah, she'll take that and just nod and say, "Oh, good.
I got a
thanks."
little deal. Not a massive one, but it's something.
Good, good. Here. And she will count out, 8 pieces of platinum. I believe that's, the 800 she was expecting.
Yep.
Here you go. And a little more for your deal making. Did you find your friend
Wait.
during the day?
She gave us 800.
She gave 800.
platinum?
No, 8 platinum, so that would be the 800 silver pieces.
Oh, I just heard like.
Yeah, not
800
800 platinum. God, no, she
Holy
does not have
shit.
that much money.
Oh, this would hope it's sweet.
To buy her own small mansion here.
Yeah.
Mansion? That could buy like
Man,
a
sorry, man.
district.
I mean, not in this place, the richest place. There's only the land's taken for the most part, but you know you can get a nice mansion.
Yeah, an estate.
But seriously, like even here, 80,000 silver could buy a whole blocks of smaller houses to just demolish and rebuild into something else.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
That is true. That we do value silver and gold a lot more than in this setting, so compare them.
So, did you end up finding your friend, Cassie or whatever? Sorry, my head is killing me.
No,
Just
I
slide
haven't
some
found.
cold water over.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nice.
It's warm.
Yep. Nobody in the city has ever heard of a Casty.
But we need Szooth, the smooth, to do it. Okay, that's your cue, DCL.
Yeah, investigation or persuade to ply the town for information.
My persuade would have been better, but fucking.
I'll
I
help
don't
her.
want anyway.
Definitely cannot help you with this, but either way, no.
Social check. Oh well.
Yeah, this is a social check. But yeah, no, Szooth does not have any more luck than Nahia. He does not end up bringing you to the Pussyfire Tavern, which is full of blonde cat boys who are willing to service Nahia, but you know.
I slide a Hashat in front of me to defend myself.
I will gladly be your sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. I would have said fall on my sword, but really it's them falling on your sword.
Yeah, that is how that go. So yeah,
Taking
it
several
doesn't
for
seem
the
like
team.
anyone in the town knows Cass.
Hmm.
And it's a social thing? Cat.
It's a social check. There's literally no way you could possibly like track him with survival or like a perception investigation. Like it's just impossible.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna. Let's see. I'll do some. I'm gonna spread a little bit.
No.
Spread a little.
Have you seen a blonde cat boy? It's like, yeah, several down there across the
Thousands.
street.
I'm looking for a very
Oh.
specific one. I'm gonna spread a little silver around with some persuasion, and ask if they have seen a blonde. Yeah, blonde cat boy with like green eyes, but with like a really nice blue and white coat.
All right, if you're willing to spend like 10 silvers, you can take advantage. Because there's a lot of palms to grease to get good information in this town. There's about
That's all
one
right.
little person.
Oh shit! I just forgot to switch it.
Maybe you should just leave it on normal, like everybody
Me,
else.
me.
I really do like how you just turned that off to shield yourself from disappointment.
Yeah.
With an 18.
18.
So you don't find anybody who like knows Cass, but
Know of him.
you do find a few people who mention having seen a boy matching that description, having ridden into town on the back of a horse with Triarch Arvard. And he apparently was dropped off at the Arunan embassy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Let's stop
hell
by.
yeah.
Get your push
Oh. Yeah, I found Cass. I think he's at the Aruna embassy. Pretty sure.
Whoop whoop.
Alright, so yeah, do you guys want to get up and head down there?
Yeah, Leona needs to sober up a bit there.
Yeah, Leona will say that she's going to go down to the docks and get your ship in order.
Mhm.
Bye, guys.
Sure.
Well,
yeah.
the docks is not that way.
Yeah, bye.
Like,
She's off to the
I-
baths
I
while
will
we
go
do
to the-
this.
Yeah, she is off to the bathhouse to clear her head while you guys deal with your personal business.
Cool. I feel less
Well-
guilty after saving her ace.
Caitlyn's saving her asshole, what?
After saving 180 silver.
Ah, okay. Out of 900?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's 20%. That's a 20% cut, that's pretty fucking nice.
That's what a 20 persuade will do for you.
So yeah, you
Yeah,
guys make your way down to the embassy, which is just a fairly large white building with a big orange slatted roof, much like a lot of the estates in town. But this one has a pair of flags flying high over it. First the Arunan flag, and then the flag of the Grand Duchy of Pergolith just below it. And there are several lion knights standing guard outside of it with big pole axes held at hand.
Actual lion knights, or...
Yeah, like members of the
Knight.
Order of the Lion, same as good old Fergus.
Okay. Well, she doesn't know that.
Well, yeah, but any of you
Yeah.
would recognize the Order of the Lion, the biggest knighthood in.
Oh,
Evarra.
you've heard of them?
Oh,
heard of
you've
them.
absolutely seen them before. Like they're everywhere.
Oh, I do? Okay, I haven't gotten that staple down, so... Okay. Notes.
So yeah, the guards will stop you as you approach and ask your business.
We're looking for Cassidy. I believe that he came here semi-recently in the company of Triarch.
The two guards will look between themselves and then back to you, and one says, "That's right. You're looking for the Duke's son. What for?"
Actually, we are previous traveling companions of his, assisted in some matters. He said if we were ever in the area to look him up. And I believe he did write us a thing, so I'll show them the signature I've got.
Yeah, so he'll look at that and the seal, and the guards again kind of exchange a glance and shrug, like, yeah, all right, fair enough. And they'll uncross their axes, and one of them will say, "Right, go on inside. The ambassador will see you momentarily."
Thank you.
Question. Tarnavak's with that? Or was it left at the market?
Tarnavak just slept at the market. No, he's
Did he go to the bath as well? Cool.
So yeah, you guys are left to wait in the courtyard for a few minutes before a door swings open and a catboy who looks very similar to Cass except for a shock of bright orange red hair and a much less gregarious outfit will swagger on out with a smile on his lips. Aha, what do we have here?
Cass?
No,
That's
I'm
not Cass.
not Cass. I'm Franz Calliston, Cass's cousin, and
It is a
ambassador.
pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, he'll come up and shake your hand.
Yes, we traveled with Cass recently. We wanted to stop by and see him.
He mentioned you might come by, but unfortunately Cass is not here.
Oh.
Oh,
He, well, and the ambassador will sort of put a hand to his chin and think for a moment. Encountered some creatures on personal business that left him on a quest of his own. He's up north, I believe, doing some research. Seemed rather frazzled.
Darn it.
That is a shame. If he comes back around here, would you mind mentioning we are in town?
Of course, of course.
Indeed, if it is something that we could help with, in a matter of mysterious monsters turning up, I mean, we have proven to be rather adept at this so far.
He's mentioned quite a few things about your adeptness. And when he says that, he's just like dead-eyeing his shot.
Look up
like,
Hashat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Everyone just
grin,
looks at that
big
shot.
grin, wink.
Oh.
And, we're currently on some work, but that will leave us away for nearly 2 weeks. Should be 6 days in a week, but if he's around when we return, we're happy to help out. We'll probably return to the Wolf's Den in town.
Sure thing. I'll make sure he knows where to find you if he comes back. Though, given whatever it is that he's gotten himself into, I'm not sure he'll be willing to wait around. Seemed
Understandable.
urgent, whatever it was.
Well, can you like do just puts two finger to like temples, like one on each temple be like, you know, magic, send them a message or a
I
chant,
am definitely not a wizard, I'm afraid.
Yeah, fair
could
enough.
be a druid.
Not one of those either, I'm afraid. Magic is a bit beyond me. Paperwork, however, and diplomacy, that is my speciality.
That is to be expected, I would assume. You're literally the ambassador.
Oh,
There
grin.
are a lot fewer ambassador wizards than I remember.
Well, I'm sure the Empire killed them all off.
Yes. Well, that's a little bit of a bring down, isn't it?
He says that it as fucking regal ass Hobgoblin stands right there. Ah,
He just like looked straight at Tarnavak when he said that too, and turns to you and just kind of shrugs. Is what it is.
Whatever, I suppose. Very well. Tell you what, maybe it's that we'll come up across him then instead. Where north has he gone? Might as well take note.
He'll think again for a moment, then finally shrug. I guess it doesn't hurt to say. Dethick Dale. It's a little bunny folk commune up in the north, nestled between the hills and a lake, Lake Parhan, I think.
I'm sure he's being well tended to there.
Indeed, I'm more than a little jealous.
Well, fair enough then. Thank you for letting us know and being so accommodating.
Of course. After all, I understand that I have you all to thank for my cousin getting here safe and sound.
It was nothing. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, we like little Cass. He's a fun guy.
Well, everyone likes Cass. He's a sweetheart. Well,
Alright.
there's nothing else I can help you with, then he will doff his hat.
I'll sketch a curtsy, which probably looks a little bit weird.
Yeah, he will head back inside, and you guys are let out of the property.
Was a charming man. Oh well. Should we go get our friend from the bathhouse and go investigate a really not exciting island?
well, if a wizard is going to an island that was full of misery and disease and diverse, it's not gonna be a good place because we just went to a lighthouse. It's just a regular lighthouse that apparently had a grave there. And we put a banshee. How
Of
much
course,
worse
it's going
is
to
this
be
gonna
fucking
be then?
miserable. This is probably going to be a lot worse. I'm fully anticipatory of it being an absolute shit show, and we'll definitely want to have some kind of camp built up on the, shore.
Ah! Wait. Things hard. It's hard.
give the bear time for the gears in her head.
Yeah, that fucking hamster just taking one step.
It's the hamster that runs too far and fucking falls over.
Oh, I love that hamster.
Right, holy water.
I've 3 flasks of it.
Yeah, what if there's a bunch of like spookers over? Those things are not very fun to deal with.
We'll be fine. You have magic. I have holy water. I don't care. I have sticks.
I don't.
How much is it to get? No, your weapon is literally magic. Yes, you're actually 100% fine.
Yeah. I have a mace. Right, get up that.
And yeah, Mez, you can, if you open up a little menu on it, you can untick them being equipped. They stay in your inventory, but they're on as grey items that aren't adding to your weight.
Yeah.
How much to pick up some silver arrows for Szooth for shooting undead with?
Let's see.
They still add to the weight, Scout.
They really shouldn't.
I know they shouldn't, but they do.
Go to your cogwheel and look for the encumbrance rules and make sure that it's either set. Can't remember if it's variant or just off to make it stop being a piece of shit, or is it simple? It's something.
I'll just turn it off and like remember what my encumbrance number. Or you know what? Better yet, I can just remove the weight of the item. That's the simple solution.
That's way too smart.
Whoa.
What is this galaxy brain thing you're doing?
Alright, to get a silver weapon or 20 pieces of ammunition costs 100 silver pieces.
Well, considering we had change left over from whatever, I was, handed enough that there's 80 silver change. I'll just add 20 to it and give Szooth a brace of silver arrows.
Alright, Szooth, you have 20 silver arrows. Please add them to your inventory.
And keep count.
Yes, and keep count.
We'll make sure to try and retrieve them every time. Luckily, shooting at ghosts means they have less odds of just, like, snapping off.
Unfortunately,
does silver
that's not
actually
true.
help against ghosts?
Yep.
Say, I do still have 1 plat left. Can I get my Masterwork Longsword silvered?
Yes, so that will take, like, 3 days.
What would the trading cost be for a silver? What sword did you have?
Longsword.
Masterwork Longsword.
Oh, right, you have the Elven Burial.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much for regular silver
Regular silver
longsword?
longsword.
I mean, it's the same cost, but that's
Which
not...
is what?
100 silver pieces plus the base cost of a longsword, which is, I believe, 25.
Okay, so
15.
here's one.
Okay, 15. Though that's, again, not something that's generally, like, sitting around shelves. Someone might be selling one, but you need to make a check to find it.
Hey, what
If
kind
I'm
of
picking
check?
up silver ammunition, can I just, like, ask this blacksmith? Just if I try a, persuading?
Sure.
I'm happy to. God. I would be happy to wait if we weren't just going to Leper Island immediately. God damn it! Why is this the immediate quest?
Well, is that just life? Yeah.
16. Yeah, you can find out with a little bit of asking that a captain has recently docked in the town with some weapons shipped down from the north. Among them is a silver sword, you are sure.
Excellent. I'll give the smith a silver for the info as well.
Alright.
Always good to do.
So 100 for the weapon and 15 for the sword itself. So 150. Silver.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Unless Tarnavak wants it
just-
to also be a masterwork sword, I'm willing to, gamify that. If he wants to pay an extra 300.
You're feeling rich, big boy.
I am.
300.
A masterwork silver sword is the stuff of, handing down
Witches.
through your generations.
The stuff of which.
That sure is a 300 I don't have.
Well,
So, but here's the thing. Calm down, first and foremost. Calm your tits. Shit. I take out 1 platinum, 15 silvers. There we go. Calm down.
That sure is a 50 silver. I'm still down.
Mhm.
No, it's 100. It's 100.
115
Silver.
for just a normal silver longsword.
Yes, I can do that. I can do that by myself. It's just the
you're
masterwork.
not.
Even
You're not
with
doing that.
I-
I'm getting you.
you.
Just let Hedrah do it. She's like this literally every game.
this is just how Hedrah do.
That's still like 3.5 gold more than it needs to be.
So
It's not
just-
150. It's
No, I said
like
15.
She said 15.
115.
Yeah, she said 15.
Yeah, but you said gold. I thought I.
No. I said
I
1 platinum, 15 silver. We're good.
yeah. I thought you said 1 platinum and 5 gold.
Oh well, whatever.
And no.
Sorry.
Cost is done. Don't worry. On your head. Yes. Here. Silver. Use. Bang bang. Swing. Stab.
Alright, so yeah, you are presented with this beautiful Arunan craft sword that's been plated with silver, and it's clearly just a little bit used, because there's some, a little bit of dried blood in the groove there. But don't worry about that. That's definitely from a werewolf and not anybody who didn't deserve to be stabbed.
Those aren't bullets in your car, those are speed holes.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, also, for anyone else in the party, consider this your last chance to get potions made, healing potions and whatnot. You might
Yes.
Have a need
25
for.
silver each for them. Right.
yeah, if Szooth is making them, we can say that he did that during downtime, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
I'll squeeze
Detail?
some potions out of Szooth. Honk!
Yeah. We're just grabbing Szooth by the feet there and just pulling out like a sausage there and just squeezing out all the potions. It's a
Yeah.
cartoon style.
Poot out pots.
I'll get 1.
You're right, you've got a masterwork normal sword and then you've got your silver sword.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And do you have a bandolier of potions across your chest now too?
I
Fucking
have
does,
8
yeah.
healing potions and a healer's kit.
Nice.
Yes.
How do you
Ah,
feel about
we can-
kneeling for long periods of time?
How much is stuff like Alchemist Fire?
I think Alchemist Fire is 50 silver.
Yeah, Alchemist Fire is 50. What you actually want is acid vials, which are 25 silver and do twice
damage.
as much damage. Almost 3
Really?
times as much, in fact. Yeah,
Then-
acid
then what-
vials are 2d6 acid. Alchemist Fire is 1d4 fire on a hit and 1d5 fire at the start of each of the creature's turns.
You really only buy the Alchemist Fire for this is a thing that needs to be set on fire more than the damage.
The best way to set shit on fire is to buy the cheapest thing called lantern oil.
This is true though, yeah.
That was used so fucking vigorously in the previous settings.
Yee.
Well, Lantern Oil it's fucking legit.
Yeah. Hey, it's 1d4 per pint.
Mm-hmm.
You set a sea on fire.
I mean, we might need to actually like set something on fire.
Yeah, let's get some lantern oil as well.
I'll get an alchemist fire.
Indicates tail and ability to throw fire for free.
True. But, imagine this. You set fire and it spreads really
I can
fast.
imagine how setting fire works, thank you. But I mean, like, you do not need anything special to set the fire. You can throw the oil and I'll just...
Yeah. But we need to buy the oil for you to set the oil on fire, right?
Of course. I'm saying do not worry about picking up alchemist fire. You can have dragonist
Okay.
fire. It is close enough.
Okay. Buying lantern oil, which is hella dirt cheap if I remember.
Let's find out, because I don't remember.
When...
Oil, adventuring gear. Oh, of course, right, it doesn't give you fucking numbers, because they hate showing you numbers.
You just search for adventuring gear.
Oil flask is 1 silver piece.
So you can get 50 flasks of oil for the price of 1 alchemist's fire and really ruin someone's building.
That 1 silver piece turns into 1 copper piece, because Savin.
Yeah.
Try 500 oil, Scout.
Yeah.
You just get a barrel of oil and just roll it at somebody
Alright,
Dark Souls style.
Remember Murder Bird? Murder Bird bomb oil?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and casks of them.
So rightly, there's just oil under the compendium, and it's actually has a damage number on it, right? Oil items, adventuring gear, damage type fire, damage 5, just flat 5.
Yeah.
That's so much better than alchemist's fire. Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, why do you think I used it so literally?
But the thing is, it takes an action to pour it out and then another action to set it on fire, rather than just you throw it and it immediately bursts into flames.
No, make a ranged attack against a target creature or object, treating the oil as an improvised weapon. On hit, they're covered in oil. If they take any fire damage before... That's true.
If they're already burning.
This is also true.
Haha.
And then, if they're a salamander, you just throw oil on them and go, ah, fuck!
What do you mean? It just makes me extra warm.
I mean, you aren't immune to fire damage, just resist.
This is true, but I need to flex it off as though I were to intimidate people.
Fair.
And us, if anything, being attacked by a paladin who is on fire is really gonna scare the shit out of my dad.
It's true.
Quickly, spray me down with oil. I'll set myself on fire and run at the enemy.
Wait, are you saying we're gonna rub some salamander with
Yeah,
oil?
salamander oil. Salamander.
Yes.
Yeah, I just realized actually I could be on fire from oil for like a long time because it would only deal 2 damage a round to me.
Fucking Burning Man over here.
Yeah, I have 30 health now. I can be on fire for like a really long time, guys.
Nice.
It's a good thing that I just look at your card. I
Okay, so
I could really fucking burn.
Alright. So. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you get down to the docks, join Leona, and set off?
Okay, so we need the potions from DCL, which is 25 silver a pop, you say?
Yep. 25 silver a squeeze and then healing potions just to come out of a star. Does anyone feel like buying a portable ram? Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, no,
Like, when you
use
it to try to break a door down, like, it's like an immediate +4, and it lets someone help. It's...
Yeah, no, it's pretty legit. How much is a portable ram?
Converted, it's 4 silver pieces. The issue is that it weighs 35 pounds.
I don't give a fuck.
I
30.
give it.
Let's get 2
I
then.
can
Fuck
carry-
it.
What the
No,
fuck do you
get
need
one.
2 rams for?
For 2 doors. Duh. If it's a double doors, we could take a door each.
No.
You
do a
see,
Kindle.
Savin.
You see, Savin, I've given too
fear.
much money to the party.
No. You'll see, Savin.
I know.
when given portable ram, have no fear of door double. Now we'll just get the one. If you're in it too, what was it 4 silver?
Yeah.
Consider it my gift. You've bought way too much shit already. And I don't know if you've noticed my weapon spending budget sure is quarterstaffs. So
I got a fucking mace. I haven't been using money up for anything other than, food, drink, and potions. That's it.
oh God, my fucking my mouse has gotten stuck dragging my character sheet. Okay, phew, fuck. It was just like resizing the box.
Okay, how much is for a quiver of arrows?
Remember, we don't track mundane.
We don't track ammo
ammunition.
usually, but we grabbed you 20 silver arrows just in case.
Ah.
And worst comes to us, we can oil your other arrows and light them the fuck up.
Yes, classic D&D.
Mm-hmm.
And we can retrieve them. I don't think you're gonna fire more than 20 arrows a fucking round.
After the Banshee, I decided to just say, fuck it, I'm turning prepper.
Yep. Yeah. Then you are.
I mean, if you want to look at how my inventory has just suddenly expanded, Savin.
And I'm curious, I'm gonna just take a look here. What have you done to yourself? Oh lord. That's some shit I've never seen anyone actually carry around before.
What is
looking
it? What?
at it?
I'll let you guys find out.
I mean,
Hair on the way.
here's a weapon that you've probably never seen anyone use. Motherfucking nets. Nets are dope.
Nice miss.
I mean, that's a terrible miss, but I mean, a net is dope.
Nets are dope.
Yeah, but it's no damage there either. But they're, what is it, like a tangle? Or...
I don't remember exactly, but let's find out quickly. The net. They are restrained until freed.
Oh. Oh no. That's horrible for anyone.
Yeah,
Restrained
I mean,
is no joke, unlike grappling.
Yeah. The strength check to get out isn't too bad, but when someone is restrained, then that has certain implications on combat. So if they're restrained before their turn rolls around, then people can still swing at them. They're in for a bad time.
Yeah, it's like advantage and what is it? Dex
Their
save?
speed becomes 0. They don't get any bonuses from their speed. Attack rolls have advantage. Their attack rolls have disadvantage, and they have disadvantage on dex saves.
Right. That is actually legitimately dangerous.
So you huck net on someone as well. Like, more importantly, we can do that thing where we give our rogue over there advantaged attacks at no risk to himself, and we don't even have to fucking be near it. It's just got a net thrown on its goddamn head.
It's a tiny net. Nobody?
Yeah. It's true you get advantage
Nobody-
next to him, but we can't be next to everything. Like, you've had to give up other targets to shoot other ones that had more health that we were next to instead. Like, this could be a case for just throwing shit on people. They're very useful. Every enemy, every combat front, no. I mean, you do have to have the perfect storm of, I get to go, and then it's a while before they go, and other players go between then. And I had to hit in the first place with a +2 attack, because I'm not very good at throwing things. It sure is a dex attack to throw a net.
Yep. Anyway,
Let me
if
tell
that's
you about
all
that.
you guys want to buy, then rather than pressing on at this point, I think we've faffed around enough that the leper colony will have to be a next session.
Sure.
So for now, let's do that thing where I give you points, what for you can get better at the stabbings.
Hooray!
So let's see, what How much time has passed? Let's see, so it was the 18th.
4 days.
Then 7, 8, 9, 10 days, so the 28th of April is today. And did you explore a new and interesting location for the first time? Yes. Did you discover a new and interesting truth about the world?
Yes. The Mithras temple's also been robbed by the relic thief, and apparently the Leviathan vomits Magebane.
Yes. Yes to both. Did you make a new ally or a lasting enemy?
France, Kazakhstan.
Nah, I don't really think so.
Okay,
Does Leona count at this point?
Yeah, she wasn't
We've
an ally
spent more
before.
time with her.
You know what? Yeah, I think you can safely count Leona as an ally. For now.
For now.
Did you advance or complete a quest?
Yes,
Yes.
we've got a new lead on Cass.
Okay, yeah, you know where Cass is, sure. And, yeah, you hit the Discover New page and companion story just beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, we're hammering that buzzer.
Alright, oh my. So yeah, another 5 XP session, everybody. Good lord.
Yay!
Well,
So it's 34?
Should
Confirm with the
be.
other
Should
players?
be, yeah.
Cool, good.
no,
Excellent.
it's 45 actually. We just
Oh, we made it to 40. That's awesome. Glad to
Alright,
hear
and
it.
then you
Yeah, that's
all
great.
lose 50 XP, so now you're at -5 and you're level 1 again.
Oh,
No, we become level 0 peasants.
Yes.
We become CR half. Oh no.
Actually, CR 1/8.
Oh, peasants are 1/8.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sad.
Really?
I mean, look, let's look at what a commoner can do, right?
what's
So
that?
you're a
Doesn't
CR... No, you're a CR 0 as a commoner. You have a 10 in every stat. You have 10 AC. You have 4 hit points. A +2 to hit with your club that does 1d4 plus 0 damage.
Okay, what's the least intimidating animal that can one-shot a peasant? Because I'm now married to the idea of like a ferret leaping out and just coup de grace someone.
Probably like a cat.
I mean, sorry, how many hit points did you say a commoner had again?
4.
Yeah, yeah, that's, at least that used to be within the damage range of a house cat.
No, cats only do 1 damage now. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, giant
they'd
rat
lo-
can
they'd-
definitely kill a peasant.
They'd get killed by an awakened shrub, right?
I mean, basically anything that rolls a damage die will definitely just obliterate a peasant. And now you know why most
But-
people don't become adventurers, because it's dangerous, and you will die in
But-
one hit.
100 peasants with longbows will eventually hit something that will get fucked.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
Bretonnia
eventually, much
strategy.
like wizards with magic missile, like, just sufficient bodies with the correct armament will kill anything. Ah, yes, the giant rat, the CR 1/8, can in fact kill a peasant in 1 hit.
Of course it can. I mean, it's a whole 1/8 of a CR higher than it. That's so unfair.
Oh, yes, and a commoner
Yeah.
is worth 10 XP.
Alright.
Holy shit! So if we actually just kill, if we plague a city and just stand outside, can we just drink that XP?
I mean, that's how necromancy works, but that's not us.
that is how necromancy works, yes. That's how all necromancers start out, is they just find a little town and just raze it to the ground and then just drink that XP up. And then just gain like 5 levels.
They snort the ashes like a fat white line.
Yep. Anyway, thanks for watching Twitch and YouTube. We will see you next time on Sav&D. You guys have a good one.
Bye stream, bye YouTube.